champion, E.J. Tackett. On 43 and 44, the 2024 U.S. Open champion, Kyle Troup. On 45 and 46, the 2022 United States Open champion, Anthony Simonson. And on 49 and 50, the 2021 U.S. Open champion, Chris Vi. Bowlers, you may have one warm-up ball on each lane.
And welcome back to Bowl TV coverage here from the 2026 Go Bowling United States Open here at Royal Pin Woodland. Mike Flanagan here with you, along with the PBA Hall of Famer Randy Peterson and Jim Callahan. And Jimmy, tonight, from a technical standpoint, lane play and ball matchups are going to be very important.
Fourth time we've put this pattern out. It's going to hook a little bit earlier. It's going to be a little bit tighter down lane. You know, everybody's going to play the outside part of the lane early, and then they're going to migrate in games 5, 6 or so. I got to tell you, it's going to be key for the players to make the right decisions on the surfaces today. I think shiny is better.
And Randy, we got a lot of folks to make this show here this evening.
Yeah, there's still a bunch of players that can get there. What I'm looking for tonight is, can Anthony Simonson continue his dominance? And can some of the chasers, especially some of the youngsters like Ethan Fiore, make a charge, especially the last 3 games tonight?
Yeah, let's go ahead and throw it over to Tom Hess, standing by to talk a little bit about the international flavor we have here this evening.
Well, guys, we are down to the last 8 games of qualifying. We started with the PTQ last Sunday, and now we're going to find out which 5 players will take to the stage here on the CW, 4 o'clock Eastern tomorrow.
Round 3 of match play, 24 total games, 24 total players in our field. Down to the final 8 games. We got some great matchups here tonight coming down the stretch, Jimmy Callahan.
Man, we got 3 good ones here this match. We have Anthony against Kaiko. We have Tim Foy against TJ Rock. And we have Chris Vi against Dylan Jablonski. So we got 3 people, 3 matches, 6 guys out of that top 11 right away up on this higher end.
Thank you. Good luck.
We get started here on lanes 29 and 30, 31 and 32.
It's going to be a night to remember.
Chun Hakim taking on Sam Cooley. And Stuart Williams taking on Mitch Hupay. Our Lane Talk scoring will reset. Those were the scores from earlier today in the last round. 2 for 2 to get things started here. Let's talk about Chun Hakim, Randy. This guy has made such a charge in the standings over the last couple of rounds.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's a winner on tour, winning a tournament at the World Series of Bowling last season. He's hung in there tough, and part of the reason why he's still in this is because of his match play record, 12 and 4. Jimmy, I think you have mail.
It's not me, actually.
It's not. That wasn't your phone?
No.
It's not mine.
You've got mail.
My phone's on permanent vibrate. It doesn't have another setting. Tune off to a nice start. So Jimmy talked about it in the Open, guys. He thinks they're going to use shinier stuff to start with tonight, which was the exact opposite of what happened this morning. Folks, if you're tuning in for the first time, this morning the players used more surface. It beat up the front part of the lane and forced the players way farther to the middle part of the lane than we've seen throughout the week. So scores were, I thought the scoring pace was a little bit lower, actually.
Got a little better at the end, game 6, 7, and 8, but last night it was much quicker. The guy stayed to the right longer. I just think that the surface that they used this morning was a little excessive for the fact that, every time you rerun them, the actual pattern gets burned in. There hasn't been anything in between, no lead and nothing of that. So it ends up where it's gonna make it where the front's hook and the backs get tighter. We're going to have to keep an eye on it, but I like a little bit shinier than I do surface.
Go ahead and take a look at our lane pattern here. It's pattern number 4 here at the United States Open. 43 feet in length, and they're using curve and glide oil, both on the forward and reverse load data there.
It's 43 feet. We got 33.36 mils of oil. That's the most oil we've used a whole week. The ratio is 1.73 to 1. That's a low number. Our drop brush is at 39 feet when we're going to 43, so there's 4 feet of buff out. Now let's take a look off to the right here. If you look all the way to the right around the first arrow, you'll see the lighter color. That's where the guys have to get their ball to get started. If it's not headed towards the pocket in that direction, that straight bar straight across that line, that's called a speed bump. If you're going away from that, it's not going to face up to the pocket. So the guys that keep their angles very straight, hand up the back, are the guys that are going to get them tonight.
Randy, did you ever see a pattern like this when you bowled on tour?
No.
Do you like this pattern?
I do. I think it's real challenging. I think it brings a lot of aspects to what the players have to do, and that's, choose the right piece of equipment. The fact that the players only have 10 bowling balls each, no urethane, it makes a big difference, but there is a premium on shot making with this oil pattern.
Yeah, that's the big thing. 10 balls on the ball card, 1 ball on each lane on their practice pair. They had to bowl on a range for 22 minutes and then come over here. And again, no urethane whatsoever in this event.
What about the 20 minutes, 22 minutes or so they get a practice, and then they come to their starting pair?
Yeah.
They're starting pairs, and they get 1 ball on each lane.
That's right.
That is seriously challenging, guys.
Currently, right now, our tournament leader is Anthony Simonson at plus 1479. Second is Patrick Dombrowski at plus 1371. Third is Chris Vai at plus 1365, followed by Andrew Anderson in fourth at 1352, and Tim Foy Jr. at plus 1334. The top 5 make it into the television show, which will be at 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow on the CW network. We have 4 other players within 100 pins of the top 5, all looking to make their way into the show. Thomas Kaiku, A.J. Johnson, Toon Hakim, Ethan Fiore, in that order, all within 100 pins.
Guys, I have a question. So it's the third round of match play. These players have bowled on the same pair of lanes, right? Crossing these pairs?
Yes, this bay.
How much now do you think these players are familiar with each and every pair when they get so you've got Stu Williams right here starting on 31 and 2. He's bowled on this pair twice already, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how familiar is he with pair to pair as he crosses throughout match play?
I think everybody's a little bit different, but I'm going to tell you what, Anthony Simonson knows every board on the lane. There's no doubt about it. By now, you can go up to him and say, what's his pair going to be? He's got the adjustments already built in. Some, it's more important to them, but they also have reps in the back charting pairs for them that, hey, these guys started here, they're doing this, so that'll give them a little bit better idea. But I think your question is very valid. The number one guy, I would say, taking notes, since Chris Barnes isn't bowling, is Anthony Simonson. That's not a coincidence that he's the leader.
Yeah, guys, and I just want to add to that, to what Randy's saying, and tracking these pairs, they've actually bowled on these pairs 4 times now because we bowled on the same pairs in qualifying, so they hit them in qualifying on a different pattern, but they're going to be able to find out the tendencies if a left lane is tighter or a left lane hooks more from pair to pair. So
4 times with this same pattern.
No, on the other patterns.
Okay.
On the other patterns, but they're going to be able to get the...
That makes a big difference.
Yeah, it does, but tendencies of lanes, topography of the lanes. If the left lane, like say, just to throw out a couple of lanes, if 31 is the topography's off and it's tighter than 32, it's probably going to be the same way across all 4 patterns that we've bowled on. So they've had the opportunity, Randy, it's a great point that you brought up, that they've had the opportunity to keep those notes over the 7th round now. Yeah,
I wonder
how many times
guys,
they've been out there.
Tom, I wonder how many guys have actually charted each pair. You know what I mean? So okay, well, I'm on 29-30 now. I'm going to 37-8 for my next match. I know for a fact that pair's tighter, or that pair hooks more, the right lane hooks more. You know what I'm saying?
I would have to put that number, Randy, at probably 60 to 70% of the field. That's one of the things that a lot of guys are doing now. Somebody, as we're talking about it, a gentleman walking right at me right now, Darren Tang, he's doing that for Chris Vi. He is actually out here tracking the pairs, and I'm sure they've been keeping notes throughout the week as they've hit them. So I think they got all the info they need. Now they just got to go make the shots.
I mean, because what an advantage that makes, right? When you go to the next pair and you're like, okay, well, this pair's been tighter the whole week for me on this pattern. I know I'm going to bump it a couple boards to the right. I do that. I execute. I make a good shot, and it hits the hole.
Yeah, and news flash, by the way. All the bowling ball companies out here have 2 or 3 guys out there. One of their sole purposes is to track the pairs and communicate the information to their guys.
That was the first statement I made. I agree with you 100%.
Tommy Jones, Jason Belmonte squaring off here on lanes 33 and 34, both champions of the U.S. Open. A.J. Johnson, Packy Hanrahan right next door. Righty versus lefty matchup there. Packy Hanrahan, big YouTuber tonight. Hello to our YouTube audience. We are Bowl TV. You can check us out at bowltv.com through the bowl.com website. We would love for you to check us out and subscribe to our network. For those of you that are watching over on YouTube, we see you and thank you for being here. And over on Bowl TV, you can watch any channel you want. This is our main feed right here where we bring you and take you around the entire bowling center and all the matches, just like this one here. Gio Bernard versus Ryan Barnes. Michael Davidson versus Andrew Anderson.
Andrew Anderson made a big run this morning. He's been consistent. He's in the step ladder right now, and I'm going to tell you, he ain't going nowhere. He was the leader in this event last year. And I'm going to tell you, the first 6 pairs we looked at, or 8 pairs, the scores look good. There's strings on almost every pair.
Think about this, guys. 1 practice ball in each lane. Andrew Anderson starts with the front 5.
Yeah, and earlier he wouldn't give us his secrets to how he's going to navigate this pattern, and he turned it on in the last block. Bowls 219, 245, 238, 246, 254, 223, 206, and 268. 9, 5, and 2 in match play. In 4th right now on the show. He was the number 1 seed last year in this event.
Wow, is it just me, or is there a contrast to what we just saw and what we're looking at now?
Oh, yeah, it's amazing. The scoreboard tells the story, as the great Bo Burton always said. You look at Ethan Fiore taking on E.J. Tackett, struggle bus. Kyle Troop taking on Patrick Dombrowski. Troop's kind of got it going on here, but across these 4 lanes, scores aren't so good.
That's a lot of shape. That's loft early, too. Right out of the gate, he's lofting it and getting it right quick.
He had success with that this morning. So instinctively, you just kind of go, well, it worked this morning. How about doing it again, right?
But he was closer to second arrow this morning. You know what I mean? It was straighter.
He was kind of in between first and second doing that, right? When he got away from the dry part of the front. Mm-hmm. I get that. I don't understand the loft early.
I agree. This pattern, in my opinion, you have to make it read the front. He's taking the front out of play.
I mean, it's fresh oil. They're not beat up yet.
Nope.
And lofting the front makes no sense.
Correct. I agree.
It's a great point, guys.
Let's see what EJ is doing. He doesn't seem to be doing the right thing either with 85 in the 5th.
I had a chance to talk to Brett Spangler, his right-hand guy, his motive ball rep, and they were messing with a lot of different surfaces tonight. If E.J. Tackett's going to make the show, which seems improbable, but if there's one guy that can do it, it's him. He sits in 13th right now, buried down there with a 9-7 match play record. He's 251 pins out with 8 games to go. He almost has to sweep them tonight, win all 8 matches, and out-average the field by about 15 pins.
That's a daunting task, no doubt about it. Belmo is about in the same position as well.
Yep.
249 out for Belmo, 251 out for EJ. Not much room for mistakes.
We head over here. Anthony Simonson yet to strike. Tournament leader taking on Tomas Kauka, who is the...
That was bad.
I know, excuse me. You can try. I'll just yield to you.
Tomas Kauka.
From Finland. He is 14 out of the show right now, trying to get his way in. Tim Foy Jr. also in the show right now. Tomas trying to go around him. Timmy, 6'9" and 1 match play, but you know what? Second highest average in the entire field. TJ Rock.
Timmy needs to get that score early because his ball reaction went away the last 2 or 3 games. He's got the axe with 360 on it to the right. His hand is way up the back.
He's got 360 surface
360 surface on it. I talked to him in practice.
Wow.
TJ's out there to the right as well. And I'm going to tell you, I've watched Anthony Simonson since he was a 16-year-old kid. He bowls like this all the time. There's a 4-bagger waiting to happen here somewhere. There's no doubt in my mind.
He's nowhere near as far right as the other players.
Nope.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, he's about 8, 9, 10 now. He's played him a little bit different at the beginning of every round.
Checking Lane Talk. All of our scoring powered by Lane Talk. You see Toon Hakeem can max at 258 in his match against Sam Cooley. Also 248 for Cooley possible. Mitch Hupé off to a pretty good start in his match.
Let's not forget about TJ Rock just yet, guys. He's only 141 back.
A.J. Johnson off to a good start as well, 148 in the 6th with a strike. 258 max score for A.J. He got off to a slow start this morning. He did an interview with Tom Hess. His most important thing was to get off to a quick start today, and he's doing that so far this evening.
The thing that has made Tomas have so much success here this week is that softer ball speed.
Yeah.
Letting that ball just come right off of it. Nothing special. Just roll right into the 1-3 strike pocket.
And that's pretty much his A game, is that soft speed, soft touch.
Andrew Anderson, like we talked about, had the hot hand this morning. Comes in tonight firing with a possible 277 game. Already got the win locked up against Michael Davidson. Andrew's just 13 pins out of 3rd. And he's only 19 pins out of 2nd.
We are going to have some movement this first game, boys. Patrick Dombrowski, max game going into the 9th and 10th is only 196. And Chris Vai, he can shoot 246, but he's pacing 226. So we could see some movement here. And Foy can bowl 269, so he could make a jump up from 5th as well.
And Anthony Simonson has finally doubled after going 5 consecutive frames of spares in his matchup on 45 and 46.
Randy and I are calling a 4-bagger now. Would you agree? Somewhere there's going to be a triple or a 4-bagger here.
You said it.
Boy, that would look slightly in from this angle, and it held and laid there.
Kind of the same zone that Simonson's in.
A little bit farther left than this morning.
And I think that's also what makes this pattern great, guys, is you can get there from a lot of different places, right? The extreme outside, bump it a little bit in. A lot of different ways to get it.
About 7-4 on that one. Good ball speed.
Toon Hakeem needs a strike here to close out Sam Cooley. Anything less than that, Sam Cooley would have an opportunity to tie or win. The hot hand is Andrew Anderson. Nice shot, Toon Hakeem. He gets the win. Let's send it down to Tom Hess standing by with the hot hand.
Andrew, number 1 seed here last year, 277 to start this last round. Do you think you got what it takes to run down Simo tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to give it my best shot. He's quite probably the top 3 hardest ever chased down in anything, but I'm just happy with where I'm at, throwing good shots, and we're going to see what can happen tonight.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks.
Back to you.
He's only 100 and 127 back.
Yeah.
And getting off to that kind of start.
Name that tune, Hakeem. Just keep singing along. 257 and a win.
Tim Foy going into the 10th can shoot 269. He's going to win the game against TJ Rock. Chris Vi can have 235 without striking out.
Gotta have it. Big loft. And he's going to drop game one to E.J. Tackett. Dombrowski struggle bus. In jeopardy of starting with possibly 170 or worse. Foy's got a big game going. T.J. Rock is going to lose game one to Tim Foy Jr. Kaiku just split on the right lane.
Game's not over yet.
John, that's a lot of calories. That's a lot of calories.
TJ Rock 226. Man, I can't believe a pen even stands when he hits the pocket. Tim Foy is the number, making a statement here in game number one, can max at 269. That's the thing. Everybody that's chasing, no matter how big a game you bowl, it has to be bigger than the people that you're chasing. Anderson, 270. Foy can bowl 260 here. They're fourth and fifth right now.
You got a score for Chris Vi?
Yes. It's just going there. You read my mind. 235 max, and he's going to get a win over Dylan Jablonski.
Remember, guys, 2nd to 6 is only 51 pins.
Right.
Vi's going to go 235 and a win and fall 2 spots in the standings. More than likely, as long as Timmy Foy finishes this game strong.
Yeah, we're going to have some moving around the first game.
One more for Keiko, or just a spare, and he'll shut out Simo here in game one.
Foy leaves a 4-pin.
So just 240 with a conversion there, but another nice start for Tim Foy Jr.
Here is Chris Vi, the man we were just talking about, in third currently. He's got the win already over young Dylan Jablonski. And, hey, by the way, what a great tournament so far for young Dylan Jablonski, the youngest in the field that we have here. He needs a mark for the win, meaning he needs to cover all 10 pins in 2 shots.
Dombrowski's going to go from second to off the show the first game.
Can you repeat that?
Dombrowski's going to go from second to off the show the first game.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Anderson's going to go to second. Vi, or Foy, let me see. Foy.
Dombrowski bowls 184 and drops off the show from second.
That puts him to 1355. Kite goes at 1320 in sixth. And he got 53 more. That gets him to 1373. He's now 18 pins ahead of Patrick Dombrowski. I think that's the kind of night we're going to have, boys. That's crazy.
You think this gets under Simo's skin a little bit, losing this game number one by a pin, no matter what he does? Or you think, no, I'm good?
I think he's good.
Okay.
No, what got under his skin was this morning when he needed a mark and he pocketed 710. That'll get under anyone's skin. But no, I think he's fine.
Get the 10 out?
Nope.
Guys, I've got a great piece of information coming in via the text phone line. We'll have that in a moment to add to our discussion here. about the way these lanes play. Simonson 212. That appears to be it for game number 1. Hey, folks, if you're watching live on Bowl TV tonight or on our YouTube Bowl TV preview, remember you can check us out at bowltv.com and subscribe and watch all the great bowling from the professional tours, all of the tours, right here on our network. We'd like to take a minute to let you know that you're watching the 2026 Go Bowling U.S. Open, and we'd like for you to head over to gobowling.com, where you can get a free game on National Bowling Day, and you can find centers near you, tips and tricks and more. Also, be sure to follow Go Bowling on all the socials. That's Instagram, X, and Facebook. Thank you to our friends over at Go Bowling. And if you have a neighbor or somebody you want to get into the sport, Go Bowling is a great place to send them. They got tips and tricks, everything you need to get introduced to our great sport. So, guys, I was talking about our text inbox phone line here. Rob Gottschall, who's been out here the last, I don't know how many years as a tour rep, sends this in and says, hey, one other thing to add to your guys' discussion here tonight. These are the same pairs we've been using for the last 5 years. The reps and players have a lot of info regarding these 24 lanes that are used each year for the U.S. Open, more than any other center as we've been coming back here each year. So another great nugget there. These reps, they're prepped, they're ready, they know how these lanes play.
So, Mike, after game 1, Simonson's going to be in the lead, Anderson second, Vi third, Foy fourth, and Keiko fifth.
Keiko.
Whatever it is. Isn't that like Geico? I'm not making fun of your name, but it's very difficult to say.
None of us in the booth even know how to pronounce his last name.
Very
so what difference
difficult.
does it make?
Well, the thing is, he just never gives us a chance because when we think we nail what he says no.
Right.
What's my name, Randy?
I'm sorry. It sounds like you're saying Pan. Is it Pan?
Little Step Brothers reference.
That's right. You can hear it now.
Is
What's
it
your
Pam?
last name?
Pan.
Listen, I've interviewed Tomas on a few occasions, and according to Tomas, I never got his name right.
Yeah.
So I just said, all right, well, I'm just going to call him Tomas.
Andrew Anderson taking on Ryan Barnes. We're going to watch Ryan throw a shot here, and then we're going to bounce. If you'd like to continue watching that grouping, and if you're a Bowl TV subscriber, you can stay there if you like. We head over to Chris Vi and Anthony Simonson. Also coming in from Tom Hess, letting us know that Jason Belmonte, the two-handed guy that's from Australia, won more majors than anybody.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, he's got a 241 the first game with a win. So
Okay.
that, if you put that together, I know you don't do math, Randy. That's 71 more pins to his score.
I understand.
But he's way back there.
He needs to average that and go like 7-1 tonight.
Okay.
$217 pins back he is now.
How about a messenger for Simo? Touches it, but that's it.
Belmo made up 34 pins that game.
Guys, it's time for Bowler of the Day. It's a game we play here, and you have an opportunity to win a great prize here on Bowl TV. And this week's prize is a Storm bowling ball of choice, which is a great prize from our friends over at Storm. 2 PBA National Tour titles, and the hometown is Highland, Indiana. Our third clue comes up right now. Owned a landscaping business before going out on tour.
I know this.
I know it now, too. If you know it and you're a Bowl TV subscriber, click that tab up at the top and submit your entry for a chance to win that Storm bowling ball, courtesy of Storm. Storm is the leading manufacturer of high-performance bowling balls. Visit stormbowling.com to pick your next Storm bowling ball, and always remember to bowl up a storm. We will be giving you the fourth clue a little bit later here in the round.
We got it right.
Wow, a little down lane wiggle there from Tomas.
I got a new nickname for Chris Vi.
Okay.
Python.
Okay. Those muscles.
Those giant pythons that he's throwing that bowling ball with.
You just can't stop looking at them, can you? It looks pretty good right now for the Python.
Guy's a beast.
Bigger shirt might not be as bad.
He doesn't need a bigger shirt, dude. No,
Yeah, guns like that, you wear that one, right?
Not when you're built like that. No, he's good. You know what I've seen, though, on these pairs down here, like 31 and 2, 33 and 4? I've seen a lot of balls going light and scooting.
I think that could be a little bit where the fronts are hooking a little more. They get forced a little to the left.
There's a 2-8-10 over there on 38.
You got to stay on top of it. Good shot by Simon.
Yeah, he could have had a three-bagger easily if he got the 10 out in frame 2. That messenger in front.
Every time I look, Don Barrett has a 4 or 5 bagger, and he's still 300 bag. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Andrew Anderson, double spare, double. He left a 4-pin in the third.
We continue to move around the horn here. Take a look at Terrence Rock, TJ Rock, we call him. We're just going to call him Patrick Dombrowski for the rest of the way here. Michael Davidson and A.J. Johnson.
No Patty Dom Dom?
Oh, my God. That hurts my ears.
Mike, you've called him that forever. You can't change it now. You might change his luck.
That's true. We'll see if he comes up and fist pumps it like he's been doing.
He could use some luck and rebound from game 1.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Patty Dom Dom.
Jeez.
Oh.
How about the Paralyzer 5?
Everybody hold your hand up. Speaking of which, we want to let everybody know that's watching over on YouTube here tonight that it's kind of impromptu. We decided to give you guys a surprise over on our YouTube channel here. Make sure you subscribe to the Bowl TV USBC YouTube channel. Just rolled 100,000 subs over here. Thanks for everybody that's subscribed. Also, let your friends know. Share it out there. Let people know you're watching live tonight on YouTube. You'll find out who makes the top 5 tonight right here on YouTube. We'll be here all night with you. Oh, 5-7 off the wall, the Carolyn Doran Ballard. She was automatic making that. She left a ton of them on TV. It's over there. It was on 27.
Missed it.
I did as well.
Guys, do you think there's some carry down that's occurred? Balls look like they're kind of pushing a little bit farther down the lane.
It's forcing guys to the left a little bit, too, like that.
He's like where he was like game 4-5 this morning.
Yep, he needs to get back to the right, get on top of it, identify where his ball is going to hook, work the lane from right to left instead of left to right. Got to find that hook spot, then manipulate that as you move left.
What did A.J. Johnson shoot game one?
A.J. Johnson, 234 game one.
234 winner.
Lost. He lost. Scores are in. Scores are in after,
All right, here we go.
After the first game here tonight. Anthony Simonson, your leader, plus 1491. Andrew Anderson jumps to second at 1459, which we knew. Chris Vi hangs on to third, currently at 1420. That's a plus number there at 1420. Tim Foy Jr. in fourth at plus 1412. Now fifth is Tomas at plus 1373. 18 pins back is Patrick Dombrowski. He is in sixth. Toon Hakeem just 34 back in seventh from Malaysia. Eighth, A.J. Johnson from Kenosha, Wisconsin is 53 pins back. Fiore 125 back in ninth. TJ Rock 10th at 154 back. That Jason Belmonte guy is still 217 pins back. That is correct, Jimmy.
A.J. Johnson only 53 back with a losing record in match play.
8-9.
Got to tell you, I like his look here at the beginning, and he stated in the interview a little bit earlier that his look is really good at the end. So if he can get through these 3 or 4 games, I could see A.J. making a run and making this show.
Toon Hakeem, best record in match play right now, 13-4. Also at 12-5 is Patrick Dombrowski.
Rock staying way out still. Some players have moved in already. Like a wise man once said years ago, let your ball be your guide. Davidson's in.
Way in.
I mean, they're moving in after game one, guys.
The scores were decent the first game, though. Other than Dombrowski, and there was only, let me see here.
Vi wins game one, now on the front 5, and make it 6.
Hey guys, you guys like money?
Am I chubby? I didn't want to say fat, but
How about $100,000? Little $100,000 here this week. Put it in your pocket. That'd be pretty nice, right? That's what the winner takes home here at the U.S. Open. $100,000 to the winner. It's a pretty nice payday.
that's a lot of money.
Jimmy's got that in the cushion of his couch back home.
Yeah, I thought he did. I went over to his house. I grabbed a shovel. I got deep in those cushions. They're deep in there, Randy. I found nothing. I went digging, man.
You looked in the wrong spot. It's in the mattress.
All I found was some Twizzlers.
Yeah.
They were still good, though.
Yeah.
Simonson struggling. Vi is perfect in their matchup.
Isn't that wild? Number 1, number 3 matchup here.
Kaiku trying to get the corner out.
Better watch. Andrew could take the lead this game.
That'd be the second year in a row he'd have the lead in the tournament.
He can bowl 245 this game, and he's got well in control against Ryan Barnes.
A.J. Johnson right there to the left, just absolutely annihilated the 7-10. Toon Hakeem struggling with 2 opens through 5.
Belmo, spare, triple.
Yeah, make it 4. Rob Stone would call that a ham bone. Jimmy, we'd like to call it a 4-bagger.
4-bagger, please. Rob's a great guy. I'm a little more traditional. You'll like my new saying. I haven't had one happen today, but
I'm listening.
Mike's making a T-shirt.
I had one happen earlier this week. There's a clip out on the internet.
When anything goes forward, like the 4 into the 2 into the 1, or like the 9 falls into the 3. Back in the day in the East Coast, we used to call that the backdoor Johnny. So I did it with Darty, and we yelled it very loud. I said, "Yo, the backdoor Johnny," and it's kind of out a little bit now.
Become a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It's trending.
Backdoor Johnny, brother.
All right, then there's that.
I'll show you the clip later.
It's funny, actually.
Oh.
Look at how far right Simonson is.
Yep. Of course, he drifts left, but still, look at that third step. Big step to the left. We see that with a lot of two-handers, Jason Belmonte especially. They get that third step and that 5-step approach going to the left, and it gets the hips clear so that they can get that swing, that two-handed swing underneath them.
It's interesting. If you watch Vi and Troop, they don't walk as much to the left. They're much more
much straighter, much more upright.
Correct.
They don't get nearly as wide open as Simo and Belmo do.
But that's a comparison, and they're both very effective.
Yeah, and look at how low to the floor Simonson gets. I mean, his upper body is literally parallel to the floor when he goes into the foul line. Chris Vi right now is just absolutely decimating the pocket. It's just 10 back every shot.
Fiore bailed out that game with the back 6 for 230. That might be a crucial game. And he did lose. Remember, don't forget that the first round on this pattern, Chris Vi bowled 813 the first 3 games. And then the next day he had 263, 300, and then he went to 27-8 where he bowled 170. So he bowled 730 the second time. So to me, this is no shock.
He looks real comfortable. Obviously. 2, 4, 6, 8 in a row. Folks, he's already got a 300 game this week.
Maybe on his way again.
Make it 9.
We've had 8 so far this week.
Again, I think the old patterns are great. Scoreable, but not stupid, ridiculous. You still have to execute at an extremely high level.
Well, to win this Open, you have to play 3 angles to win through qualifying. It's 3 different patterns at different lengths, and we get into pattern 4, and it's just tricky enough that you have to do the 3 things right. You have to throw at the right speed, hit your target, and rotate it the same way over and over again. If you do that, you'll win $100,000 and be the 2026 Go Bowling U.S. Open champion.
Sounds simple.
Guys, you see what I'm seeing here?
Lead change, 100%. I thought it was going to be Andrew Anderson, but you know what? It's going to be Chris Vi. So we're going to have some shuffling of the standings here. Simo could go from the lead to third in one game.
Chris Vi at 1420 in third, and Simonson is at 1491. That's why I asked the question, Randy, at the end of game number 1. You think Simonson might be a little miffed about, losing that game by 1 stick? That's 30 bonus not available. Now here we are in the next game. He had Vi up next. I didn't even know that. I wish I did. It would have made my point even better. But he's bowling Vi. Vi's bowling a big game at him. And now suddenly, here we are. We're in a situation where Simonson will relinquish the lead for the first time in a couple of days.
I got to tell you, Simo could go to 4th. Foy's bowling 269, and it's going to be a win. So he could add 100. That gets him to 15, 14. Simo has to bowl 220 to stay ahead of him. He could go 1st to 4th in one game.
And Simo's maxed out at 215, guys.
Correct. So the max he's going to be is 215 would be 1506.
So here's, as a player, this is the way I see it.
Yes, sir.
When you're Anthony Simonson, right? You're starting to. It's only 2 games into the last 8 games, and you're starting to get lapped And the mind starts to say, okay, well, there's obviously scores to be had. What do I have to change? And then you go on this kind of Easter egg hunt. This ball standing there, looking there, that ball doing the same thing, and you hope that you find something really quick.
And is it a little move or a drastic move? You know what I mean?
It could be all of the above. It could be anything. I mean, a nice break to get in the teens there. But, you see guys that are striking, you know it's out there, and your mind is like, okay, what do I have to do to increase my scoring pace? Because at this pace, based on what the other guys are doing, it's not good enough.
And this is the point where Anthony Simonson, who I think we all agree has the most tricks on tour,
yep,
this is where he might just get mad and flip a switch and go ham the rest of the night. He's making a ball change here. Fully expect this.
In and shaping, guys. And he got 5. See, we talked about that this morning, right? Guys try to search for something. We talked about it with Foy Jr., how he stayed in that ball for so long, shooting those 2 O's and 2 teens. And why wasn't he out of that ball sooner? Because it was safe.
That ball's not even safe now. Either one of those balls is not safe.
All eyes move to our new tournament leader, Chris Vi, on the front 9. Fun fact, you know where he went on the break? Indie Card Exchange with his friend Darren Tang to do a little card hunting.
Did a little basketball purchase. He bought some stickers from 87 Fleer. I happen to be standing right there. Chris and I were talking about them. Got a Barkley sticker. Got a few other things. Relaxed a little bit.
Yeah, guys, that was after Chipotle for lunch. Him and Mom and Dad and Darren were there when I went there for lunch today.
Well, now we know everything Chris Vi has done. That's the recipe to be able to take the lead in the U.S. Open. You go buy baseball cards and eat Mexican.
That was right.
Oh!
That's the recipe right there.
Yo, the Houdini right there from nowhere.
Got it a little bit right. Trips the 2-8-10 out. Oh, my goodness.
Courtesy of Tops and Chipotle.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, he could be the first player. Look at that. How about this storybook here? He could be the first player to bowl 2 300s in this tournament in game number 50 of 56. We look at the replay. Look at this. Just a light mixer.
How about the 2-7-8-10?
We are live. This is it for 3 bills. Boom! Chris Vi goes to the lead.
That was fun.
2 300 games.
Wow.
Guys, what do you think about his reaction?
He's the most stoic player we have on the tour.
I got to tell you,
there wasn't much there.
I got to tell you the quick story real fast. We were in the card shop. His mother, father came up to me, got a bunch of texts about what I said. You know how he's a little upset and a bunch of things like that. And you know what? Chris said, "You were right. I can't be mad."
That's right. Let's throw it down to Tom Vi, or to Tom Hess with Chris Vi.
So, Chris, first player to have 2 300s. Coincidentally, both second game of an 8-game block. Are you seeing them like you saw them that first block?
Mentally, yes. I just think, this morning I was pressing pretty bad and just trying to get more score than what was out there. They were a little trickier this morning. So I just, had a nice little lunch break, kind of took a deep breath, got back out here and just going to throw some shots, see what happens. And, that's obviously a nice way to start the block, but a lot more bowling left, so we'll see what happens.
All right. Good luck the rest of the night, bud.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Back to you.
Tom, could you tell me what Andrew Anderson had? I believe that Lane Talk is wrong. Do you know off the top of your head?
By the way, TJ Rock here.
Okay.
We'll keep an eye on that. TJ Rock could have doubled in the 10th to get the win here and failed to do it against
That's a big
Patrick
win for
Dombrowski.
Big win for Dombrowski right there.
What did he shoot, bud? I didn't see it.
Dombrowski 249, Rock 248.
Dombrowski was 18 out of the show. Well, Chris Vi, the last 2 days in his third game of match play. We'll get to that in a second. Tomas needs 8 to win this game.
It's a big win right here.
30 bonus pens at stake. Got it. Back to Chris Vi. In game 3 in round 1 of match play after going 263, 300, bowled 176. Earlier today, he bowled 204, then 239, then he bowled 160. Today, he bowls 225, 300 in game 2 for the second time in match play. What's he going to bowl game 3? Something to keep an eye on. He's the leader now, and it's tight. He needs another game.
Flip-flop, Dombrowski back in. So we're going to see it all night long, I think.
Lionel Richie.
Took only 2 games to go around Simonson.
We need Anderson score because I know Foy is ahead of Simo now, but I'm not sure exactly. It's within a pin or two with Anderson. So Simo's either going to be 3rd or 4th, and Anderson could drop. Should that be 30 and 201? So here's what we got, boys. It's crazy right now. Vi is in the lead. Tim Foy second. Tie for 3rd and 4th. And then Dombrowski's back in the show. How's that? Wow.
All night long.
You got to love it.
Hey, 1983 Lionel Richie, All Night Long, All Night. One of my favorite jams all time. Randy, can you give us a little bit of that? I hear you have an album, but we'll talk about that maybe one other day.
Back to bowling. This just in. Kyle Troop with a strike on lane 41.
I like that voice. That was a little bit different tone there. Wow. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's super tight, guys, and it's going to be bouncing throughout the evening. Chris Vi's locked in after 2. What will he have on this pair, 41 and 2?
A.J. Johnson, 236 winner as well. 66 more for him. YouTube's getting a good one tonight. That's all I'm saying. You need to go sign up for Bowl TV, no doubt about it.
Look at that, guys. If I just whipped the 10-pin.
What is up with the third game voodoo?
What's his third game average?
In match play?
Yeah.
We're going to go 176, and then we're going to also go 160. So that's 168, yeah. Now, I don't think he's going to bowl sub 200 this game based off of the first 2 balls that he's thrown because he's got some ball reaction, but I mean, it's too early to tell.
This is the thing that really gets him worked up when he makes mental mistakes like that.
Oh, that could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
And the key, Mike, like we talked about earlier, is not letting and holding on to that 10-pin. You know what I mean? Letting it go and then being able to get back in the moment and make good shots.
Right.
And I think that's what he's going to try to do here.
Agreed.
Obviously.
It's great to see Kyle Troop inside the top 24, one of the most popular bowlers on tour and one of the most recognizable and all-around good dude. He finds himself in 21st place right now. Not going to be a factor to win the tournament, but he can build from this in future weeks here on tour as we are in week number 3 of 10 consecutively. And you can watch the TV finals every Sunday on the CW network.
I will tell you, I had a little nugget, too, that if he made the show, they were taking Mia to get her hair picked out and look like Kyle's.
That's
Mia the dog.
They were taking the dog to get the hair picked out to be like Kyle's.
I would pay money to see that.
yeah. I think we should do it anyway.
They already made a call, and I know it is available.
That would be really good.
That's what they were doing, brother.
Well, how do we make Kyle Troop just automatically on the show?
That
then?
would be great,
Can't.
wouldn't it?
Bummer.
Got to earn it.
Hey, Randy, back when you bowled on tour and won all those titles and we're out here doing it week to week, the majors were 56 games consecutively.
Yep.
We got 56 games again here. How much toll does that take on your body and your hand and your mind?
Yeah, a ton. I think the U.S. Open, though, more than the other majors, because the U.S. Open was always so hard. The U.S. Open would beat you up. It would kick you in the gut. It'd punch you in the face, and it would do that for 56 games. There was other majors we had, Tournament of Champions, very glamorous, very sexy tournament to win. It wasn't always the toughest pattern. I mean, you could kind of free willy it, and you'd had left and right. Scores were really nice. But the U.S. Open is unlike any other major in our sport. Very similar to golf, just hard.
I got to tell you guys, we have a crucial match here that I circled on my calendar when we did it earlier. On 37-8, we got Simo against Foy. That is a classic that we need to have right now. So, we need to take a peek at that as well.
Was that a hint to Chase?
I'm usually nice to Chase. I don't flail my arms like you. Get it off the screen.
Well,
By the way, if you
I'm
want
new.
if you want some warm and fuzzies, by the way, what we were just talking about, Kyle's dog Mia, who was in the booth and joined us earlier today.
wait a minute. That's Kyle's dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's his dog.
I was being serious.
Yeah, that's his dog. It's his baby.
I was being serious as could be.
I didn't know that was his dog.
Yeah, that's his
we're-
wife.
There's
she
Mia
is.
on her first birthday with Kyle
There she
Troop.
is.
A little AI used there, but that is actually Mia with Kyle Troop and
Can't
Kyle
see the
Troop,
resemblance?
U.S. Open champion. Look at how Mia's all dressed up here. Got the tutu and everything.
Speechless Randy Peterson is right now.
And that was his wife that gave me the dog?
Yeah,
Correct.
Brianna.
Yeah, Brianna.
Yeah,
didn't know that,
I
did
am
you?
so not connected. I'm so out of touch.
You're going to get
had
yourself
no idea.
connected.
Do you think I'd have just had you randomly grab some person's dog? you think they'd have just walked over and given you their dog?
Look, for all I knew, it could have been a fan who likes to bring their dog to bowling tournaments and maybe get pictures with pros and put them on social
Could be.
media.
You're right. You're
I'm
right.
sorry, guys.
I agree.
Mia Troop
I
is
whiffed
the
on
dog's.
it.
Is
I
the
agree.
dog's name.
I know now. So
She's
yeah.
special. Well, Simo's bringing the lead after relinquishing the lead. And he's in the ball that he changed to.
Sorry,
and
he's
he got
bringing the
5.
He's bringing
Bringing
the
the
what,
what?
after
bringing the wheat.
Oh.
bringing the wheat.
WHEAT.
It's much different than what I thought I heard.
We use that term in bowling all the time because of the wheat shockers and so many people
The wheat.
coming out of. Yeah, you got to throw it for the wheat. Wheaty cereal.
Well, throwing it for the wheat and bringing the wheat.
Well, you got to bring it to throw it.
He's bringing some lead now.
There you go.
And he needs to, because he needs to get back in this and take his
Oh,
throne back.
Chase, can you get a replay of that? Watch this.
Ring 10, shaker ring 10.
No, it kind of spun and then moved to the left. Look how far it is to the left. It's between a 9 and a 10.
Oh man!
It moved to the left and almost fell over.
Oh,
We got scores, Mike?
That's not
good.
a ring and 10.
What is that?
A wrap 10. That's called a, my goodness
Yeah, we do have
gracious,
scores.
10. All right, guys. Chris Vi did go to the lead as we reported. He's plus 1550, and that deserves this one. We haven't had a lead change in a long time, and he is the leader. Tim Foy is second at plus 1510. Anthony Simonson is third at plus 1501. Fourth, Andrew Anderson at plus 1491. Then Dombrowski fifth at plus 1434. Tomas is 13 pins out right now of the show. He is in sixth. 48 pins back in seventh. A.J. Johnson still hanging around. Tunakim eighth is 116 back. Fiore 156 back in ninth. And 10th, T.J. Rock 167 back. Belmo has gone 2-0 with games at 241 and 218, but he's still 230 pins back with 6 to play.
He lost a little ground that time. Sorry about the error on Andrew Anderson. They had a lane talk thing when we looked at it, and I wasn't sure of the score. That's why we were 10 pins off. I said there was a tie there. My fault.
You're allowed.
It's time to pop a game right here. Both 270. Be right back in the lead.
Simonson trying to bring some lumber here, working on front three, and currently 49 out of the lead.
27 and 8. Patty Dom Dom. Front 6. Fiore's got a 4-bagger.
Belmonte running him out over there.
Front 5.
All right. Has Simonson found something?
Chris Fye came back with a 4-bagger after that unforced error, missing the 10-pin. So he's back. He has max 247. Scores are pretty good right now.
Yeah, they've been pretty nice to start for a lot of players.
All right, we're going to bounce around a little bit here. Let's take a look and just see how many open frames are on the screen, how many strikes we got going. Take a look. We got one open there. No opens there. No opens there. Lots of strikes. No opens there. Lots of strikes again. One,
frame.
2.
Whoa, we got 2 single pin misses.
Yep.
That's 3.
That's three opens. Got a split by Hoope. That's another.
6.
And one on
2.
Andrew Anderson.
I got 6 total.
6 total. Wow, that's really
That
strong.
is very few for a U.S. Open.
Yeah. And 2 of them were single pin whiffs.
Yeah. Just magnifies how great your spare game's got to be.
Kaiku won't go away.
It's funny how you have to say his name so slow relative to Smith or
That's
Peterson.
how he said it to us.
I know, it's just funny, though. Ethan Fiore says, hey.
I'm going to say one last thing on it, and then I'm leaving it alone for the rest of the night. He said it in a way that we were stupid.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I mean, not meaning to.
Like, how could you not get it right?
Right. It's like, I'll say it slower so you'll get it, dummy.
Wow.
All right, moving on. Tomas, 3-bagger. Rock's got a nice game going. Davidson, nice game going. Fiore into 230s. Guys are rocking game 3.
Patty Dom Dom, front 7, looking for that second 300 of the tournament.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait. Guys, time out. You said this pair was bad. I mean, I got here yesterday, right?
Yeah.
You said this pair was tough.
Vibo 173 on that pair.
Just magnifies how good what Patty's doing here.
Good call, Mike. Give it up.
He's making this pair look pretty easy.
Belmo first miss for him. Simo, 4-bagger, 9 spare. Tun Hakim, double, spare, triple. Man, we got... It is on, boys.
Chase his fingers to break on that switcher. Look out. Oh. How many back is Toon? 116.
Started the night 82 back.
AJ only 48 back. But he's trailing to Dio Bernard in this match. How important are those 30 bonus pins for winning the match now, guys?
Crucial. I'm telling you, I think AJ Johnson's going to get there. Ooh, now he's praying. Or thanking. Jason is in every shot right now because he knows he doesn't have any room for error. And it still may not be enough. Flat 10-a-roo.
Just don't know how he leaves that.
Yeah, it's like a unicorn sighting.
Yeah, and what's tough is, his leave has been the 9-pin playing that angle.
Right.
And to leave a flat 10, it means he's made some adjustments to his equipment and his release to try to make sure he doesn't stone 9.
His hand's so flat up the back of it, and he's got a lot of velocity, not a lot of change of direction down lane.
Nope.
And even with that rev rate, the ball still has to have some kind of motion into the pins. Otherwise, you're going to leave a flat 10.
You have to remember the leaders in the event are going so forward. Yep. By forward, we mean end over end. So when it gets to the back of the pattern, it's not going to make a violent shape down lane.
Right.
If it's too much up the back, you could get that flat 10 like Jay left there. He's had some strings this week. Little 23 bagger he had earlier in the week.
Remind folks at home how old Patrick Dombrowski is.
47.
Seven and a 10 out of there. Show him something, Daddy.
47 years old.
Yep.
Currently in 5th place in a major, the U.S. Open, a 56-game format, not counting practice.
Remember, he just took the leap of faith 2 years ago to leave his job, become a full-time player on tour, which he never did after he finished second to Masters. So there's a lot on the line here overall for him. This is a big thing.
He's in a ball he started using later in blocks. He's using a little bit earlier here, the Storm Bionic, looking for 10 in a row.
Looks like he got 10 in a row right there.
Now, he's already bowled 300 once, and it was down on lanes 49 and 50, all the way down on the right. Now he's on the pair all the way on the left, looking to bookend it. He will join Chris Fye with multiple 300s if he were to do it here in Game 3. By the way, Game 3 update on Vi. He can still bowl 236, but he's going to lose to Troop. Troop bowled 254. Dombrowski up in the 11th here now.
In?
To the left.
Yeah, looked in.
Yep.
Hey, if you asked him before the start of this game if he would take 288 and a win, he would have said, hell yeah.
Especially on this pair.
This is a tough pair, remember? Look, the kid got 164.
Which does 10th frame, Jimmy.
So far.
287 plus 30.
117.
That's 117 more for Dombrowski.
Simo can still shoot 259.
Anybody that knows Patrick Dombrowski, I don't think they would be shocked if he won this tournament.
No, not at all. And another guy that definitely wouldn't be shocked is E.J. Tackett. Talked to E.J. last week. He competed against him in the Central region a lot and said Dombrowski's always in the top 5 in every regional because he just keeps it around the pocket and is a great repeater on the lanes.
We talked about matching up. Patrick right now is matching up very, very well. That hand's up the back. Not a lot of change of direction down lane.
This could be the end of Belmonte's chances, guys. He could strike out for 258, but Dom Barrett can shoot 279. Belmo needs all of them.
Yeah, so
excuse me, Belmo can shoot 268.
Yeah, 268.
But still lose.
Yep. If he strikes out, Dom could go strike 9 spare. We'd have a tie at 268 apiece. It makes Dom double. And here's the thing. Belmo has a ton of respect for Barrett, and in the USA versus the World, it's going to be coming up with the PBA. Belmo got to pick 2 players to be on his team. He picked Jesper Svensson and Dominic Barrett.
2 pretty good picks.
Yeah, I'd say.
Quick update, Chris Vi is going to lose the game there. He strikes out here. He gets 236. He needs 1 more. But he will not win the game. 236 Vi. Gets him to 1586. Still a solid game after that mental mistake early.
Running it out.
The heart of a champion right there. We talk about how far back he is, and there's just zero quit in Jason Belmonte. The winningest player in major championship history, 230 pins back, running shots out.
For the shutout.
Oh, they're still falling. Dio Bernard can step up and bowl 249. The best A.J. Johnson can do is 247. Simonson against Foy. Number 2 versus number 3 currently in the standings.
Let me ask you a question, Randy. This is one that...
Belmo.
Boom.
Oh, yeah.
You're
That's
the only
big.
guy who knows the answer to this. Dropping out of a lead like that, does that motivate you? Does that bring you down a little bit, or is it a little bit different with all players?
I think it's different with all players. I mean, you could certainly go into panic mode very quickly. It was kind of, I don't want to say cruise control for Simo, but he was doing all the right things to hold on to that number 1 spot. And obviously that's changed. He goes from the number 1 spot to now currently in 3rd. But he's done what champions do. He's gone through the progressions. He's made the ball changes and moved on the lane and on the approach. And he's now found something. He's got a chance to shoot 259 against Tim Foy Jr., who's currently 1 spot ahead of him. Foy max score 227.
Simo just 9 pins behind him going into this game. Simo can retake the lead if he doubles and gets count here.
Right. He'll go around Vi as well.
Yes, sir. Pretty crazy.
All right, buddy.
Pretty crazy, isn't it? I mean, this is back and
It's
forth,
insane.
back and forth.
But we predicted that.
We expected
going in, and that's exactly what's happening. What's transpired is exactly what we talked about in the Open, and what we've been talking about the start of Game 1. Dom Barrett looks like he's going to be in the 250s. He missed first ball in the 10th. Belmonte's going to win that match and pick up 98 sticks.
Big shot by Foy right there. Foy can still get in the 220s. In these situations when you can't win the match, you got to get as many pins as he can possibly get.
Right. Right now, Simonson only thinking one thing, and that's striking out for 259, picking up 89, and reclaiming his throne at the top of the leaderboard.
Dio Bernard doubled in the 10th. He needs 9 to beat A.J. Johnson on 33 and 4.
Whoa. Oh, my
wow.
goodness.
77. That's a huge difference for A.J.
Guys, do you know how big that is for A.J. Johnson?
30 bonus pins, Randy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the U.S. Open.
Wow.
Man, we're seeing it all. It's like a carnival tonight.
It's amazing. All right, Foy's going to lose with 215. Looked at another ball on that shot there. No, folks, he wasn't trying to make the 10-pin. But Simonson, big 10th frame here for him. Again, 2 more will be in the 250s.
Wonder what Andrew Anderson, we didn't talk about him at all that game. Wonder what he had.
Simo, 10 in the pit. 10-pin party in the pit for Simo, looking for one more just like it.
Andrew Anderson, 214 with a win over Packy Hanrahan's 187, Jimmy.
214 winner. How big is that?
Yeah.
He goes around Foy. We're going to have the swirl is coming in play again.
It reminds me of like a random.org when you go on and you put a list generator and you click the random button.
Yeah.
And it just cycles everybody through. Where do they land? That's what we're seeing at the top of the leaderboard right now.
How about that finish for Simonson? So after 2 games where he didn't really have a whole lot, just kind of grinded on him, makes the ball change, moves on the approach and the lane, changes his angle a bit, 259 winner.
Improves to 11-8 in match play.
What did Dombrowski have that game? What was his total before this game?
287.
What was his total before that game?
Solid 8 to start that game. Dombrowski was
1434.
Very good, Randy. We did that together.
We're in sync.
That's right.
All right, 89 more for Simonson. Puts him at 1590.
New leader. And how about this move around? We got Simo leader, Vi second, Dombrowski third, Anderson fourth, Foy fifth. Wow.
Foy second to 5th.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
How far back is A.J. Johnson now?
I don't have that. He
70. He just picked up 77.
Yep.
Which puts him at 1463.
He's within 65. Yeah, 1525 is what Foy has.
Well, what's crazy is he was only 48 back going into that game. He just shot 247 and won.
But Foy was in second, remember?
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
he wasn't in fifth.
Right?
Yeah.
No, okay. Yep.
That does sound weird. I get what you're saying, but
Very strange.
Because you're not used to having guys go from second to fifth.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have the official score rundown here
Yep.
as soon as they tabulate. When they come in, we will report on it. Those are our unofficial results there. As we move into game number 4, we got a little marquee matchup here. Belmo versus EJ. EJ, hottest bowler on tour, and Belmo, the bowler of the decade over the last 10 years, 15 major championships. EJ Tackett, the reigning back-to-back player of the year, 4 total players of the year for EJ Tackett. 7 for Jason Belmonte here in game number 4.
And we also have A.J. Johnson against Chris Vi, which is a big game as well.
Belmo right through the heart gets 5.
There's a lot of 700s.
Look at these two leaves side by side, Jimmy. You got the 3-4-7, you got the 3-4-6-7-10.
Yeah, that's very early and went offline, so they can't keep there. That tells me we might be getting into really good time where we can move a little bit left and go around it a little bit. We'll see if that develops. You know, we're only about a game away from where it was the other night. You know, game and a half away, so the excitement could get even crazier. Man, I haven't seen anything like this in a long time.
Let's bring in PBA Hall of Famer Tom Hess, the 4th member of our team. Tommy, you've been in situations like this before where it's crunch time, 5 games to go. You've been out roaming around the lanes. What is it right now to our viewers? What would be going through a Pro Bowler's mind, and what is it going to take to make the top 5?
Well, the guys that are battling right now are going to have to fight the emotions. You know what I mean? Take a look. Let's just talk about A.J. Johnson for just a second. He pulled 277 to end the block, but lost last game. Right there, he's done. He's going to lose the 30 bonus pins. Dio goes up and gets 7. You go from a big down to a big up. So he's on the positive momentum. Tim Foy loses, drops. The emotions, the ups and downs are going to be huge. I'm really impressed with Simo right now. You guys have been talking about as I've been listening, roaming around. Not having a great night so far, but haven't seen him. You know, he seems to be very, very in control of his emotions, very businesslike. It's tough. It's tough when so much rides on every ball as we're getting down here to, 5 games left here to decide which 5 players are going to bowl in the CW tomorrow at 4 p.m.
And what's it like bowling 50 games and with 5 or 6 games to go? What's the body feel like?
Well, it's going to feel different for everybody. You're looking at a lot of really, really fit athletes right now on the lanes in A.J. Johnson, Chris Vi, Mitch Hoope. These guys work out. You know what I mean? 56 games to them isn't anything. Patrick Dombrowski, he's a little bit older, 47 years old. He's in, I don't think Patrick is a gym guy, but he's not in bad shape. I gotta feel that he's probably getting just a little bit more tired than those guys. But what he's gonna get, and they're all gonna get this, is the adrenaline. The adrenaline's running right now, and these guys aren't thinking about it. The one that might be hurting that we talked about, Craig told us what Simo was going through in the last round with changing finger grips and everything, because he's the only one that I've heard of with the fingers being cut. Is that affecting Simo right now? So many things can be going on. A.J. Johnson, his back. I'm talking about it. He hasn't been grabbing or anything tonight. Feels good. So 56 games, you just got to fight. You know what I mean? These guys have all been here before, and they know that they've just got to dig in, and they're seeing the end. And 5 games to go to find out which 5 players are going to be on that show.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate that perspective. It's always great to get the perspective from someone that has done this before at a very high level, PBA Hall of Famer.
This is shaping up to be one of the most exciting final 8 games of match play in a U.S. Open, guys.
No doubt about it.
Oh, my goodness.
Chase, can we go to 45 and 6? Please.
Oh. Vi working on a 3-bagger, big 4. Ethan Fiore not dead yet. Can shoot 290.
Guys are showing a lot of heart tonight, Randy. I'll tell you what, they're digging in, man. They are digging in, buddy.
What a nice messenger there for Kyle Troup. Hey, we're watching here right in front of us unfold history. 2026 Go Bowling U.S. Open. My name is Mike Flanagan, joined by PBA Hall of Famer Randy Peterson, along with Jim Callahan, and our sideline reporter, also in the PBA Hall of Fame, Tom Hess. And we just got an update on our scores after game number 3 here at the Open. And Anthony Simonson relinquished his lead for one game, but he said, not so quick, everybody, as he vaults back into the lead. He's plus 1590. He's averaging 224.71. In second place now at plus 1586, just 4 pins back of the lead, is Chris Vi. He was in the lead going into that game. Patrick Dombrowski is now third at plus 1551, followed by Andrew Anderson in fourth at 1535, and Tim Foy Jr. in fifth at plus 1525. 2 players are within 100 pins of that fifth spot. A.J. Johnson is one of them, 62 pins back at 1463, and Tomas Kaiku is plus 1434, 91 pins back.
And this is our feature game for this game, Mike. We have A.J. Johnson against Chris Vi. Chris Vi just gave it a little bit of an opening to A.J. A.J. gave it right back to him. So we'll see how they respond to that opening.
It'd be great if you could put that graphic up.
Ethan Fiore with a clutch miss in the 8th as well on the 6-bagger.
$15.90 for the lead, $15.25 for fifth.
Andrew Anderson, 77 in the 5th.
65 pins separates first from fifth right now. And it was about, 6 hours ago, guys, that we thought 3 people were going to run away and hide?
Yeah. Also, this morning we saw that transitional game, game 3, game 4.
I think the lanes have played really good tonight. Actually, I think that now they're breaking them down the correct way, guys. I think guys are going to be able to go around them a little bit here in a minute, and we're going to see those scores, definitely go up game 6, 7, and 8. Like you talked about before, that those last 3 games are going to be a shootout, and anything can happen then.
Here you go, folks.
Simonson, your leader. Vi second. Dombrowski third. Anderson fourth. Foy fifth. Can A.J. Johnson. Tomas. Toon Hakeem. T.J. Rock mount a charge. Some of these players are running out of frames and running out of the math to even be able to get there.
Remember what we've seen, though, in match play the last 3 games. And guys really caught fire.
Simo, 96th in the 6th. Man, we're going to see more shuffling again this game. Here comes Tim Foy. Triple spare strike. This is crazy. That's a big double coming back Vi after the double peanut.
Yeah.
Double peanut going to grab a double there. That's huge.
Only 4 back of Simonson.
And Simo's struggling this game. We could have a new leader again.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see this for a while, guys.
Does that break your heart, Mike?
Not at all. It's going to stress me out, though.
It's fun, though. We've both been to a lot of bowling tournaments, and this one's shaping up to be one of the best rounds we've ever seen. Still using that same ball.
It's a good shot. Looks like he's moved a little bit right on this pair.
He's got to keep his composure. When AJ gets a little worked up and angry, and frustrated, that's when the bad shots come in. He's got to step back, take a deep breath, and start over again. Sometimes you just got to hit that reset button and start over.
Well, it's a ton of pressure, especially when you're chasing, and then you execute, make good shots, and then you get that.
You get nothing.
That happens to you. It's very easy to get frustrated.
Correct.
Fiore with the loft still.
Yep. He's going to bowl a nice game and pick up a win. Again, 211 back now, currently in 10th. Is that insurmountable?
I mean, his match play record is killing him right now.
Yep.
6-13.
Wow.
Fiore.
I think Belmo's only 11 pins behind that, isn't he? Behind Fiore, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
12.
12.
Yeah, 222. Good shot by AJ. Show him something, kid.
In this 24 games of match play with 30 bonus pins to be awarded, it can really skew where you are. The highest average doesn't necessarily make the show, the top 5.
I remember the first thing that Randy said when he came in yesterday that he likes to do. You got to win matches.
It's all about winning matches, picking up the 30 bonus pins. Simonson in big trouble here in Game 4, guys. He's going at a 164 pace, can max out at 184.
Yikes. It's almost like if you get in the lead now, it's a curse.
Foy still piping it from out.
Messenger.
And another soft 10.
He's not looking for those flat 10s. That's when he got a little frustrated. He got a little tighter down lane. He had to go to the reactive ball and move in. Is he going to wait as long tonight as he did today if that happens? He said he did some different balls, put some surface on some bigger ASIM balls, so I think we could see a different ball than we saw today. The Manitoba Mauler.
The Canadian, eh? Sticky 7 there. Big shot here for Vi. There you go. How about that for the Python?
The 10 pin just got sent to the blue tent.
They're checking it out right now. I don't think. Oh, wait a minute. This just in. Doubtful to come back into the game.
Doubtful to return.
You need your old Hulk Hogan thing back. The 24-inch pythons, brother. He had a thing where you could click on the button. It's funny. That's a good name. This game's not out of the woods yet. If he strikes out, he could force Davison to get a mark.
In front.
Yeah, looks like it.
10 pin has returned from the blue tent. Nice break. AJ got up on that shot and goes, man, I need all of them.
Coming off ringing 10.
And that happened. Yeah.
And messenger 10
Yeah,
across
massive.
the lane. 2 huge breaks. Could have been a triple very easily.
Massive in front. Ringing, massive messenger in front of the 10 pin. Simo is going to bail 180.
And the game's not over yet. Needs one more to be in the 80s and force Davidson to get a mark.
Oh, my bad. I thought he doubled in the 10th. Yeah, one more to get in the 180s.
Yeah, and even though this is a low-scoring match, this still is part of your road to the Open. I mean, this is huge if he doubles here.
Ooh. 171 with a spare.
The defining moment for Simonson is going to be the next game and how he responds after losing 30 pins.
Davidson going to finish first as Simonson getting some help from Chris Schlemmer, his ball rep, in discussing lane play here. Discussing lane play, I should say.
Schlemmer, brand manager for Rotogrip.
And it looks like they're discussing just throwing away these pins potentially and grabbing another ball and just looking to see a strike shot here. We'll see if he goes for the pins or just wants to see shape here.
Andrew Anderson, 194 with a win over Stuart Williams. So that's a very, very big 30 pins right there for him.
Man, just when you think, Chris Vi here can bowl a big game, finish out strong, go to the lead. 2-8-10.
Move back out.
Yep. He still was able to gather information from that and make the spare. So look at this low-scoring game on what's been a very good pair here at Royal Pin Woodland. 193 to 171 in Game 4.
Look how low. They're all, Andrew Anderson, 194. Chris Vi, he can still win the game if he gets a spare in the 10th, but he's going to be a chance to be under 200. Foible, 216. He's the pick of the litter right there.
And that's what I mean right here. That shot in the 9th by Vi, if he was able to bowl 240 here, he's able to bowl a much higher score than those around him. And he leaves that split in the 9th.
Dombrowski can have 226 winner. He's already won the match. He's in the 2 teens. One more gets him in the 220s.
Vi needs a mark.
Yep.
A mark here. He goes around Simonson. And that's a pretty good mark. So the leaders will flip-flop once again. Guys, again, I got to go back to Game 4 and how much of what we're seeing is transitional.
Oh, definitely. So this is the time that it transitions. 17 frames, and now we're 40 frames in. It's going to change. It's going to definitely change a little bit, but they should level out a little bit, and we should see the scoring pace go back up.
Tim Foy gets the win there with Dio Bernard not stepping up in the 10th frame and delivering. So Foy gets 30 bonus pins. Very important. And here's our guy, Toon Hakeem. Patrick Dombrowski bowls 226 and gets the win.
Going to move around again.
Dombrowski is going to take the lead. Is that right? No, I think he's just going to be a couple. Is he just going to be a couple shy of Vi?
I didn't have his score.
Okay, so Vi just picked up 29, so he goes to 16-15.
Correct.
Dombrowski picks up how many?
54.
All right, so it looks like Vi 1, Dombrowski 2, Simonson 3.
Anders, where's Foy? Foy bowled a good game, so he's ahead of Simo too. Yeah, so he's got 45 more. He's going to be ahead.
Can Simonson go all the way from 1st to 5th?
He can go to 4th. He's going to still be ahead of Andrew Anderson.
Okay.
So he's going to go to 4th. And he's only 2 pins ahead of Anderson. He could have went to 5th. He could have flip-flopped the standings and went
This
to
is the tightest top 5 I've seen in a long time, guys. All right, what adjustments do the players make now coming off of subpar games heading into Game 5?
Got to step back, take a breath, and say, hey, we got to stay in the moment. Let's get a good read in those first couple frames, so as they go forward, they'll have an idea of exactly what they need to do.
They might just be in need of a refreshment, guys. And if they need that, I'd check out an ice cold Pepsi.
Isn't that the beverage of the official soft drink of bowling?
Sure is. Appreciate all that Pepsi does to be the official soft drink of bowling. Make sure when you decide your next beverage, you check out the Pepsi family of brands. Pepsi, thank you for being the official soft drink of bowling.
My last tour win on the PBA Tour, the Pepsi Open.
Pennsylvania.
It's all coming together, boys.
And while we're at it, we got a little break in the action. We're going to go to Randy's favorite segment here, and we're just going to pop it up there right here, ladies and gentlemen. No slow roll at all.
Wow.
We're in speed mode. This person also won the 1984 Meisterbrow Open to go along with 2 PBA National Tour titles, hometown of Highland, Indiana, and owned a landscaping business before going out on tour.
Nick, also...
All right, Jimmy, before we reveal it here a little while later, we will give away another little secret clue that'll take a second. You got one in your pocket protector over there.
Think dental hygiene.
Yep. Good one. I like that. That's great. Man, guys, what did we got? We got 4 games to go, and does either one of you have any idea what's going to happen?
No.
Not at
There's
all.
not one player that's just totally locked in.
No. How are the chasers? Keiko had a decent game that game, I think.
You know, there's not one player that's like 230, 240, 220, 260,
Nope.
230, 250.
Good call. No.
It's like 230, 260, 170. It's all over the place. It's hard to get a read.
I think it's, again, pair-to-pair with the transition, with the topography on the lanes. I mean, that's in this bowling center, you made the call. They're tough pair-to-pair. Dombrowski starting to step him out a little bit there. Did you see that?
Yep.
Ran that one out a little bit.
All right. Let's see how Simonson rebounds.
We're in game 53 of 56.
That's the new ball, guys.
Looked a little softer with his speed, maybe, too.
Yeah.
Unless it's just the ball slowing down.
I think it was a little softer. I would agree. Phase 2 Pearl, maybe?
Yeah, guys, Jimmy is correct. That is a phase 2 Pearl for Simon.
When's Jimmy not correct?
No, I don't know about that, buddy. By the way, we're a team here. That's how it works. That's why we just want to have good broadcasts.
5 is the phase 2 Pearl. He likes this ball a lot. He's used it in just about every round.
Remember, it was shiny last round, though. Remember how shiny it was, and it was jerky off the back?
Yeah.
So he's obviously changed the surface to make it read the front a little bit sooner and just kind of arc off the back part of the lane. So he's made some adjustments. He doesn't look too convinced right now. I would think you'd see a rep with him the whole rest of the way so he can talk through it. Probably Slim. Has the longest experience with him.
Yeah, guys, update. Jimmy said something about surface, so I went down to ask Joey if he did. That is not a phase 2 Pearl. It's a regular phase 2. Ooh. That's why the difference in the surface.
That's
Sorry,
the
hard to
difference.
tell from the back of the ball return. Those balls are so much alike. Got that one wrong.
Oops.
It's just amazing, how equipment has evolved over the years in this game that you need so many different tools. Much like golf, you need that wedge, you need that driver, you need that putter, you need those specialty tools in your bag. You get 10 of them to put in your bag here, and Simonson using a phase 2 now, which is a solid, reactive, symmetrical ball.
One of his favorite balls, too.
And he also does have the version of it that is in the Pearl that we could see later.
Correct. I'm going to ask you a question real quick, Randy. When you went to Syracuse, you told us the first tournament you ever bowled. How many balls did you take with you? You could say it.
I don't know, maybe 4.
Maybe 4.
Maybe. And remember, guys, no urethane here.
Yeah. The evolution of the game, the cover stocks, and the core technology is just, the advancements have been unbelievable over the years. The footprints get bigger and bigger on the lane, and, with asymmetry, and symmetrical balls. You get a little bit of both.
I mean, guys, back in the day, we had like 3 layouts we used, right? We had positive leverage, negative leverage, and right on top of the label. And that's all we used.
You weren't a thumb positive guy?
Maybe.
But yeah, 3, that was it.
It was pretty much what we used.
It's not that way anymore, my friend. Tough start for Foy. He's bowling good tonight. You know, he's got 146 over for his games.
Yep.
He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. Dombrowski spare double. Vi 7 spare, 8 spare. And he went high both times. That tells me he's got to move a little bit to the left and use that friction to get a little bit shape, and he should be okay.
It might be that time for him to move in and start kind of shaping it a bit.
It's coming. Simo strike spare double. We should have some numbers soon for you guys, too.
Indeed, we do. Chris Vi back in the lead at plus 1615. Patrick Dombrowski now second at 1607. Tim Foy Jr. third at 1570. Anthony Simonson slides to fourth at plus 1561 after that 171 game. Andrew Anderson fifth at 1559. Guys, there's only one player within 100 pins now of the top 5, and that's Tomas Kaiku.
It's off to a slow start this game as well.
98 pins back. Now A.J. Johnson's 105 back in 7th. Toon Hakim 8th, 120 back. And we'll also mention Fiore, 161 back. And T.J. Rock in 10th, 180 pins back now at this point.
And guys, with 4 to go, realistically, you've got probably all the way to 8th. But it would take a massive run by Toon Hakim from Malaysia to get there.
Yeah, what's going to have to take place is there's going to have to be some sort of massive transition game that fools many of the players.
Correct.
And a guy like Toon's just going to have something different that game and bowl 270 to get him right in there.
Hey, guys, I just want to come in with one little nugget here. It's kind of hard to tell between the concept and some of these bowling balls. Chris is actually not throwing that concept anymore. He's in a Hustle X-Ray, which is a dark gray ball. Kind of looks the same, but he is out of the concept as well.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you, how crazy is position round going to be?
Yeah.
We're close.
Do we call Simonson the roller coaster now, considering he keeps going from first to third or fourth, and now he's got strike, spare, triple? Make it a...
come on.
No.
Bad shaker.
Now that would eat at you. I don't know about you guys,
Yeah.
but that would start to irk me.
His first shot on that lane, he went light, and then he struck in the fourth, and then that was really good for 9. Simo 54 out of the lead. Dombrowski only 8 back, but he's got an open in the fourth.
Fiore's putting no pressure on Simo this match either.
Simo's bowling the pins, though. I'm quite certain he's bowling the pins right now. Meaning, yes, even though Fiore's bowling a low game, sometimes you only bowl at the strength of what your opponent comes at you with. We see it in all professional sports. You play to the pace of your opponent, but I think right now Simonson focused on the pins. As we roll on here, we've got a first here in our booth. We bring in the play-by-play from the CW for professional bowling, new to bowling this year. He joined us a couple weeks ago in the booth. We bring in Rick Allen. Rick, nice to have you here with us.
It's great to be here, Mike, and it's an honor to sit next to Randy.
Hi, Rick.
I'm pretty fired up about this.
Welcome.
I thought you were going to put us on camera.
Welcome to our booth. I think we're still going to be
He's
on
already
camera.
producing the show.
There we go.
This is good. See, I wanted to slide in. All right. That's a good look, isn't it? What do you think?
It is.
All right. So, okay, we're into Game 5. This is about the time we saw transition both last night and this morning as far as the game starting to jump up, big numbers. Who do you guys think is going to have those big numbers right now?
Yeah, that's kind of the $24,000 question, right? We're not really sure. There's not one player that's standing out because as soon as a player gets on a hot streak, bowls a big game, they followed up with 170, 180, 190. So it's kind of hard to get a gauge on who do you think is actually going to start stepping up and stepping out in front of everyone. It's so tight all the way down from first to fifth.
Yeah, so we got Chris Vi, and this is after the 52nd game.
Yes.
So they're fourth of this block. But you got Chris Vi, Dombrowski, Tim Foy, Anthony Simonson, and Andrew Anderson right now, the top 5. So they're in. But how close is it right now? I mean, what are we, 98 pins back?
100 back is Kaiku and A.J. Johnson. And again, without doing that 240, 250 thing for a couple of games in a row and winning, you can't catch the top 5 players.
Right. And those, the 30 bonus pins are huge right now.
So
huge.
It's the one thing that we talked about when we started match play yesterday was, I think Jim Callahan asked me what's the most important thing, and I said, well, in match play when you get 30 bonus points, it's winning matches. You can really turn things around quickly, especially if you're bowling an off game. Say you shoot 199, but you win, you're still picking up 29.
Right.
And it's a big difference. So you can make up a lot of ground with big games winning and certainly save some bad games.
I think one of the storylines, too, that I've been seeing, and you guys obviously are seasoned bowlers and Hall of Famers, so the big storyline I've heard has been these guys are not moving to the left hardly at all. They're on the right side of the lanes. They're staying on the right side of the lanes. And a lot of the ball reps are trying to figure – they're scratching their heads. Like, okay, what are we throwing here? What can we throw at this oil pattern?
There's so much oil down lane that if you move in and you get steep with your angles, the ball's not going to hook.
Right.
And so that forces the players to stay right.
I think one of the – and he's not up on the screen right now, but I think I've seen the frustration of E.J. Tackett this block more than I've ever seen. I mean, he just keeps scratching his head. A little while ago, I watched him pull his glasses off. Yeah, he's over here on the left.
He's owned this place and has never figured out in 20-plus games, he's never figured out this pattern.
Yeah.
The greatest bowler on the planet.
Right.
Can't figure it out.
And that tells you – and what I hope that tells everybody that's watching and following along is how hard this is. This is so ridiculously hard. I was watching at the end of the last block, Simonson missed a 10-pin. And I don't think I'm speaking out of turn here, but there may have been a vulgarity spoken when that happened. And
From Simonson?
Yes.
That sounds hard to believe.
And And I went up to him after the game, and I said, why did that frustrate you so much? And he goes, I've gone the entire week without missing that pin. And he said, I was going to try another ball because that was to pick up a spare on his, 11th, whatever.
Right, his fill shot, yeah.
Yeah, his fill shot in the 10th frame. And he said, so it really screwed me as a fact of I'm pissed off because I missed that single pin, and I didn't get to throw that other ball.
Right. Yeah, by missing that, now he doesn't get the fill shot.
Right.
So he misses that. That's frustration one. Two, you don't get that test shot.
Right. And so it was interesting to see these guys get so frustrated over something like that, but it makes sense.
It absolutely does.
Our colleague Craig Elliott chimed in and let us know that EJ's had his dad here all day.
Yep.
And he's been trying to keep him calm all day.
Yep.
Look at that messenger from AJ Johnson. This pair played tough the last game.
For tomorrow's telecast, they get to stay on that one pair, break them down. If they break them down correctly, you might have some big scores tomorrow. If they don't, it could get ugly early. But again, you talk about Simonson, his familiarity here, how much he loves this place. Same thing with Tackett. Tackett, when he won last year, he said, "This is my house."
Yeah, that's right.
And like we said earlier, he can't figure out this pattern.
Right. Yeah, it's surprising to me to see him struggle as he has. I thought Jason Belmonte, Belmo looked like he was going to make a little bit of a run.
Yeah.
A 265 here. He had a 300 earlier.
265 winner.
Yeah, Belmo just kind of found a magic ball, and it comes in from our colleague Craig Elliott. He says Belmo's in the cove and looks as confident as he has all week. He has a big gap, probably cannot get there, but this ball might be the magic ball for Belmo to spoil somebody else's day.
I saw that same text. I just didn't know what the cove was. I didn't know if it was like a little special hideout place.
Lake of the Ozarks, the party cove.
The Cove, of course. Yeah. Everybody knows the Cove. Not Tom Hess, though.
Big match here with A.J. Johnson and Tim Foy, and I think that it's getting kind of to that point, guys, where A.J. Johnson can't afford another loss in order to have a shot at getting into this.
So we're on Game 5 and almost done with Game 5. What's the number now that we can start ruling guys out? If you're 200 back, are we ruling out?
That you can rule out.
Okay. How about now?
The ball reps before this block said 1,700 you're in. That's what they said before the block. But, you got to let it all play out.
Yeah, okay.
But as far as chasing numbers, Randy's been doing this forever. He knows what you can come back from.
Jason's 236 back, but just picked up 100, basically.
Right.
Let's see how much that number moves, right?
Yeah.
There was one game when he was 250 back, picked up 100, and only picked up 20 on the pace. So it would be interesting to see just how much that number moves for him. But again, it's going to take probably something like an 800 the last three for him to even have a chance.
Which we've seen.
Yeah, it's not like
we saw
it can't
yesterday.
happen.
Who had the 813 yesterday?
That was Vi.
Yeah, Chris Vi. It's possible. It's crazy to see it, but it's possible.
Yeah.
Here's Tim Foy Jr. In the 9th.
Yeah, we look at this matchup here. The reason why we're on it, Tim Foy Jr. third currently at plus 1570, and A.J. Johnson in seventh at 1454, 105 back. We take a look at Chris Vi here on lane 47.
Got it.
That's a big game right now for the tournament leader.
What's Dombrowski doing?
Dombrowski is looking really good. Right now, I don't. Going? In this game, let's find out.
Ball 234.
234. There's Foy again.
Still in that axe.
He's throwing a ball that starts really, really early, but the change of direction is like almost nil, and it looks really good early. And we talked about it this morning. It seemed like he stayed in that ball too long, and it just got to the point where it wouldn't hook at all.
Right.
Now a tough leave here with the bucket. Oh, and he barely covered it. A.J. Johnson would just count, but he's looking to double up in the 10th for 220 and pick up 50-plus pins to get closer to the number.
Oh, he got lucky there.
That's all right. Phil shot 245. Chris Vi is going to start pulling away a bit here.
Yeah, he bowled 225 with a win and 300 with a win. He bowled 236 in a loss, but a massive improvement in Game 3 over what he's done in the last 2 rounds, bowling 160 and 176. So that was a massive win for him. Comes back, wins with 199 in the last game, and then gets the win this game with the bigger number in the 240s.
And by the way, guys, Tim Foy Jr. just looked at a different ball in his Phil shot there. So I look for him to go to that different ball with 3 to go.
A.J. Johnson still in that Venom recoil, the orange ball he's been using all throughout the blocks.
Nicely done. He needs every stick he can get.
I just kind of feel like this is A.J. Johnson's week to make the show.
Oh, so you're making a prediction.
Well, just the randomness of Pat McAfee showing up in the house and radiating over to A.J. Johnson, who Pat McAfee was here a couple days ago and shouted him out on his show. And A.J. looking so good last week, had the peanut allergy issue where he had to withdraw.
Yeah.
And he's just been focused, locked and loaded, and he's been using the same ball, like his whoopee blanket, as we called it earlier. I mean, this guy has just been in it to win it and just continues to bowl big games. And I just feel like that whole deal, I think he's going to be on McAfee come Monday. Is just kind of how it's shaken out, I think.
That was a good chuck right there.
That was great.
Can that be like the blessing, the McAfee blessing that happens?
That's it.
For AJ?
Could be.
Everybody's going to want to talk to McAfee if he shows up to the lanes.
I know. That's true. I think he likes to try to stay a little incognito.
Which is all right.
I got to be honest with you. I'd like that a lot better than maybe Stephen A. Smith giving me his blessing. Just saying.
I feel you on that one.
I just don't want to get yelled at by Stephen A.
I mean, even with an opportunity for a fill ball there.
That's a good.
AJ is so committed to this ball.
Yeah.
He's getting every pin possible.
So why would you change if you have that comfort?
To
why
get
would
information.
you even do a fill ball? But what do you need information for when you know this one's working?
Look, he bowled 226. There's still 74 pins out there that he could have if he struck every time.
You guys, calm down a little bit on the computer over there. I don't want you guys throwing punches
I can't
or anything.
see anything anymore.
Okay.
I just wanted to take a look at AJ's scores tonight.
I have it on my phone.
234, 236, 247, 191, 226. It's pretty clean.
Yeah.
I am so scared right now.
You shouldn't be.
Oh my God.
I think you're in good shape.
Hey, guys, I'm going to bring Jimmy Callahan back in on my headset.
What?
And I'm going to let you three wrap it a little bit, and I'll come back here about halfway through the game.
Are you sure?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, Rick, sounding great, and we love having you part of our team. And I've personally, as a fan, have enjoyed you two talking. So I'm going to bring Jimmy in to bring some more insight from the tech side, and I'll return.
Don't go too far away. All right. So,
Rick and I can use all the help we can get.
Yeah, I was going to say, bring Jimmy in.
Right? Jimmy, hurry. Hurry. Jimmy, put your cans on.
All right, so we got Michael Davidson up against Chris Vi here. I got to give a shout-out to Michael and his wife. They have a 3-week-old here.
She's down there feeding the baby right now.
Yes, and I think to myself, okay, Michael Davidson, he probably hadn't slept in 3 weeks.
No.
Right.
So he skipped the first week.
To come out here and do what he did, to make the cut and to be in this match play, very, very impressive.
He gets better every year. I mean, his rev rate is big. He set the all-time scoring record last year in Delaware with a ridiculous amount of strike. He could strike as much as anybody. There's no doubt about it.
We saw, what did we see, 23 in a row out of
Dombrowski.
Yeah. So, obviously, that was pretty fun to watch.
It was only because of us. He came by for the fist bumps.
I saw the fist bump,
the
and
fist
I saw
bump
you guys
big.
take credit for it. I get it. I understand that.
He's been using us throughout match play.
We do feel a little used over here. I understand.
Oh.
Vi had a nice game that game, eh?
Yeah.
He did.
AJ's catching up. Vi Foy is not locked into this show, is he?
No, he made a ball change in the 10th on his fill shot last game. I look for him going to the more aggressive ball and moving it a bit.
You think they're starting to open up a little bit where you can go around it a little bit?
That axe that he was using, it was just DOA. It was just
flat 10 and again.
Sometimes it wouldn't even come up the hill.
Okay, so speak English there for me, guys. Axe that he was using as the ball.
Right.
And you said flat 10?
Yeah, what happens is the ball reads the front part of the lane, and then when it gets to the back part, it's lost all its energy. So when it gets to the back part of the lane, it straightens out, and then it takes away all your entry angle, which is what you knock the pins over.
It takes away the power as well. Correct. So now the 6 pin, the one right next to the 10, instead of going to the sidewall and kicking the 10 out or going around it, which would be a ring and 10, it kind of just goes and lays in the gutter dead.
Okay.
And that basically is an indicator of how hard your ball is going through the pocket or how soft.
Gotcha.
And that's the key to notice as well. I'm sorry to interrupt,
Yeah,
sir.
you're good.
That's what you're looking for all the time to change balls is when every ball loses axis rotation. By that it means it starts hooking sooner and sooner and sooner. And your job is to identify when it starts to lose that axis rotation, and that's when the guys are changing the balls at quick. And obviously Tim made that change on the fill ball, and Randy, I didn't see last game, but Randy thinks that he may jump into the reactive ball and move a little bit left.
I think I just caught the ball he's using. It's the same one. He didn't make the switch.
He did this morning, too, remember?
And he started open 8 spare. Did he make a change? I don't think he
did. He's checking
did.
for us right now.
And so we talked about that this morning where Tim stayed in that ball because it was kind of his comfort zone.
Yeah.
He was like, well, I know I'm not going to bowl a bad game with it. I may not bowl a big game. Maybe I get to a pair that's a little bit better, and I can start stringing strikes and maybe bowl that 230 or 240. But he never got into trouble. Yeah. And one of the problems when you have a pattern like this is when you start to try to make changes, it can go south real early. I mean, really, really quickly. Yep. So it's like, okay, well, I think I need to go to this ball instead. And you try to start doing different things, and the next thing you know, it's nothing but designs and open frames.
And I think what you're explaining right there might be Kyle Troop.
Oh, he's definitely had that.
He has tried to change. He's tried to move. He's tried to do so many different things, and just never has got into that rhythm or that comfort zone.
Kyle Troop, Jason Belmonte, EJ Tackett have basically tried everything that they know how to do with a bowling ball, and have never gotten locked in with one thing.
Right.
Belmo's got it going on right now.
Tonight,
first time
he has turned the corner, I would say, if you can say that Belmo has ever turned the corner.
Just so you understand as well, Rick, is historically in the U.S. Open, if you bowl 190 to 205, that's a good game.
It's not bad.
You couldn't get hurt. But here, Tim is kind of in that mode, and it's hard to make that decision where you're bowling 205 and then all of a sudden you can bowl 175. But the scoring pace is much higher than it normally is. So you know what? That risk-reward is there. And sometimes you got to take a chance, especially in the spot he's in.
Why are we seeing the scores so much higher this year?
This is the first year they've had it where you can hook it off the gutter. When you get to the right ball change right here.
Finally. So here, Rick, he goes to a ball that actually has more shape to it, right? Mm-hmm. So what he has to do different is the ball he was using was really straight up the lane because there's not a lot of reaction in that ball he was using. Yep. This one does react. So now he has to open up the front part of the lane a bit.
Okay.
It's a dark side curse. It's a dark side curse that Tim went to.
Dark side curse is what he went to, from what I'm being told.
And to answer your question, Rick, on most TV shows, if you go back, and I know you are a student of the game, Mike has told us that you're all in. You're looking at shows, trying to learn
If I had your phone number, I'd be texting you too, buddy. Let me tell you, I'm texting everybody I know about this. So
but the interesting is, most U.S. Opens, the shot is very far inside. The lanes are usually very difficult.
Right.
This, they've went in a little bit different direction. I think that's partly because they took the urethane away.
Yeah.
They wanted to make sure there was a little bit of shape there. So with it being to the right, you have better entry angle through the pins. Thus, the scores go up.
Okay. So again, as we're keeping track of this, the 6th game, after 5, it's Chris Vi, Dombrowski, Tim Foy Jr., Anthony Simonson, and Andrew Anderson are the 5 currently in the show. And just outside of that in 6, Tomas Kaiko. And by the way, I tried multiple times to have him. I asked him, "How do you pronounce your name?" And he would say, "Kaiko."
We've had this.
And then I'd say, and I would look at him and I'd go, "Kaiko," and he went, "No," and I go, "Okay, say it again," and he'd say,
Sounds like a record.
"Kaiko," and I went, "Kaiko," and he goes, "No." Said, "Okay,
Hey, guys,
what can I say?"
Does
And he
that
goes,
does that sound familiar?
We have talked about
Keiko.
this for 2 days.
I literally told them the exact same story, word for word, that you just said.
It was unbelievable. I thought I was saying it exactly the way he was saying it to me.
Thank
and he'd
you,
look
Rick.
at me and he'd go, "No."
Thank
no.
you. Now everybody back home watching believes me.
You're right.
So I just said, okay, fine. I'm just going to call him Tomas, and that's it.
Yeah.
We're good to go.
So let me run through these
We
real
got an
quick.
update now on the leaderboard, guys. And is there any chance we could throw that up, Chase? Chase is trying to get that up. Jimmy, go ahead. Fire
All right,
away.
we got Chris Vi
Oh,
still in the
after
lead at 1690. Patrick Dombrowski in second, just 19 pins behind at 1671. There's a little bit of separation now. Anthony Simonson is
got it.
609 in third. Fourth, we have Tim Foy at 1570, 39 pins behind Simo. Fifth, Andrew Anderson at 1566. A.J. Johnson now in sixth at 1510, 56 back. Toon Huk Kim in seventh at 1491 is only 75 back. Eighth, Thomas Keiko,
However you want to say it.
Good try, Jimmy.
1464,
Here's
102
the big
back.
one right here, Jimmy.
What's
Here's
that?
the big one.
We got a new guy in play. Jason Belmonte, only 148 pins back with 3 games to go. I've been with the guy every single major he was ever on tour. This guy is in play. I'm telling
So
you.
that's almost a 90-pin increase from the last game because
Right.
he was 230 back after the last game. So now all of a sudden he has thrown himself right into the mix.
265 winner last game.
Yes. Oh yeah.
That's the good news, guys. The bad news, Simonson starts with the front 6 here in game
So does
in game
A.J.
6,
Johnson.
and so does A.J.
Oh,
Johnson.
he's got the front
man.
Or front 5 for
Yep.
A.J., front 6 for Simo.
Foy has 45 in the third. We could see another change.
Hey, guys, and I got a little something I want to throw in. Chris Vi is dealing with the ball. You would think this is insane. There's so much humidity in here. He's two-handed. The ball is sticking to his hand. That's why he went back-to-back Brooklyns to win the last match.
Wow.
You would think that two-hands it would just float off your hands, but so much humidity right now that Chris's hands are getting gummy, and the ball is actually sticking to his hands. So something for us
Dude,
to pay
that's
attention
insane.
to.
That's crazy.
The interesting thing with two-handers, most times, the biggest issue is they have with their left hand that it's too slippery.
Yeah,
so you'll
because
see
the
guys
oil-
use wet towels.
And
Yeah.
guys, I thought the humidity was affecting their shoes more.
It is-
than
it
their
is
hands,
as well.
But
It's
obviously now their hands also being a part of that too.
Yeah,
Hey.
for those that don't know, it's been raining every day that we've been here.
I made it stop. I
Indianapolis.
came here and it stopped.
It looks like there's going to be a tornado outside. I was out there about an hour ago. It didn't look good. Tommy, stay with us because I got a question for all of you folks. I mean, to me, it's looking like right now, Tim Foy Jr. is in big, big trouble.
Yeah, Randy, I agree. He's going through the emotions right now. He had a breakout year last year. He made 6 shows, didn't get the win, and right now he's got guys chasing him, and he's got, he's had one ball that has worked so good for him for the majority of these 24 games of round robin match play, and now that ball is not working for what he wants. So now he's trying to fight and dig through the progressions and try to get them figured out while fighting the emotions of.
Right.
Man, I'm falling off the show.
He's trying to find something, and he doesn't have a whole lot of time left.
Right.
Who's in Tim Foy's corner right now helping him?
He's got ball reps Jason Wojnar and Dino Castillo over there, and his girlfriend Crystal Elliott, who is a very accomplished PWBA champion, over there helping him as well. He's got plenty of people helping, but in the pressure of game, what are we on now? Game 53?
Yeah.
of
54.
Yeah, we're in game
54.
54 of the U.S. Open. Only 2.5 games left, so tons and tons of pressure on Tim right now, and Ethan Fiore's not doing him any favors as he's got a 5-bagger at him, and Tim just split of the 2-4-10.
AJ 7-7 back-to-back.
This could be Simo time, guys.
Yeah, we're watching A.J. Johnson here as he has the
Shoot it.
4-7-10 split there. Picked up the 2, but an open frame for A.J. But he's bowling against Simonson, who we talked about had fallen down the ladder a bit, but he's got, like you had mentioned, the front six already here.
Chris Vi is going at a 205 clip through 7 frames, guys. Let's see. We know the struggles of Tim Foy Jr. Dombrowski's bowling a decent game, can strike out for 240. Andrew Anderson, max score 194, guys.
Wait a minute. Where'd you see that? Hold on. 224.
Oh, my bad. I thought that was a 10 frame. 60, 90, 224 max for Andrew Anderson. He's going at a 204 clip.
Yeah, but he and Tim Foy are right there. Yeah, Tim Foy was only 6 pins, I think, in front of him.
4 pins in front of him.
4 pins in front of him.
And Belmonte's got a max score of 244.
Okay, so
Is he in the
Belmonte,
lead?
is he leading? Belmonte?
Hey guys,
Belmonte is
Yes.
leading, yes.
He's leading.
Hey guys, and I just want to say we were talking about Simo and his struggles. He has made a ball change. He's in high road 40 now and had the 6-bagger there before the blower 7 and gets the strike there in the 8th.
Yeah,
so,
different ball.
Thing
yeah.
you need to remember
Haven't seen
as
him
well,
throw that all week.
they've had the U.S. Open here 4 years in a row, and EJ last year yelled, "This is my house."
Yeah.
By the way, Simo's made all 4 of those
Exactly.
TV shows as well.
That's right.
So we've split it. Mike and I have split the house up. It's half EJ's and it's half Simo's. So he's been in this position, and he won the USBC Masters in this building as well. So, I mean, he is very, very established here. He's very comfortable here. Like you say, I mean, you're going to have a little bit of roller coaster. When it matters, this guy's going to be right there.
I love Simo's story, too. Went pro at 16.
Yep.
Was the youngest to win at 18. I mean, just very impressive. Won the Masters at 19.
He got cheated out of the record for the youngest. Norm Duke.
Well, that's
is the
right, Norm
youngest,
Duke.
But if they'd
Right.
have had the finals at South Point with the double with Connor Pickford, he would have had the record. But they waited, and
Yeah.
they did it a couple months later, and it ended up where, he was just a couple months off. But he got kind of cheated a little bit on that one.
But I think he was the number 5 before he was 21 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done some amazing things, and maybe I can't say that he's been overshadowed by Belmo and EJ Tackett, but he has really, as young as he is, only I think 29 years old.
Correct.
I mean, a very young bowler that has had great success.
He could have been player of the year 2 or 3 times
Right.
if these two guys weren't here.
Yeah, that's right.
He's
Yeah.
kind of got a little bit of the Phil Mickelson syndrome, with Tiger.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing.
Yeah, it really, and a lot of times too, I've been involved in sports for my entire life, and a lot of times you rise to the level of your competition. And so even though, yes, he could have been overshadowed by Tackett and Belmo, they also might have risen his game and brought him up to
think
that
that's a
level
fact.
because he knows what he has to do to compete against the best. And he has, he has competed against the best. Like you said, maybe has fallen short a couple times of that player of the year.
I mean, he's beaten both of those in key event. I mean, he's beaten Belmo for a couple major titles.
Yep.
So it's not like there's anything. Oh, that was very unlucky there. Gave it the ode. Okay.
Oh, AJ.
Hey guys, back with you here.
Welcome back, Mike.
Wanted to come in here, tell you guys you're sounding great. Been hearing it from everybody, getting the texts coming in. Rick Allen, we appreciate you coming in and being part of our booth here this evening, working with
Well, thank
Randy
you.
and Jimmy and myself. We've got some business to get to here with a couple of games to go. Rick,
Am I out?
Yep.
I'll leave. I understand.
Yep.
I get it. Hey,
Yep.
guys.
Hey, Rick, why don't you take the hint?
I think he said we've got some business, so Rick, leave.
I'm
But thank you, guys.
behind on a few
Hey,
things.
Pards,
So
great meeting you, and best luck on the call tomorrow.
Randy, thank you.
Yeah, man.
It's been an honor, bud. You
Rick-
too, Jimmy.
Rick Allen, everybody, even though I kicked him out of the booth, I swear we're friends.
Great job. And he does a great job on the CW. I thought that was good banter, guys. I don't know what our fans think back home, but I thought that was really nice.
Oh, it was awesome. Yeah, I was down talking with Jason Overstreet and Dennis Hacker, USBC president, we were listening in, is Simo.
Statement game right here, boys.
Sounding great. And isn't Rick Allen just a great guy, Randy?
Yeah, he's fantastic. First time I met him, he came up, said hi to me, and he's a really good dude and really good at what he does.
A friend to bowling now.
Yeah,
and he loves it.
He's a sponge, man.
He's a friend to bowling. You're right.
He was learning from you the whole time, bud. I mean, like you say, when we sat down, he was asking questions, and that's awesome.
Well, that's what pros do, right?
You've worked with a lot of them over the years. Man, Simon's in this game. Maybe I just need to leave all the time, and he'll go back to the lead, huh?
How about Foy back to the weak ball and piping it? He's just trying to hold on with everything he has, with every fiber of his being. Simonson now looking to make a statement, guys, with 3 in the 10th and 279. How about you?
Total control, brother. Total control,
man,
right there.
Now, with the lanes breaking down like we've seen the last 2 rounds, it started in Game 6, and it got really, really juicy for a lot of the players in match play. Those last 3 games, Simonson could potentially shoot 800, take the lead, and then not look back.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh, no. Foy, stone 8.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's fair. Look around. 249, 258, 268.
It's starting.
It's coming.
Oh, Simo got it in.
You could just tell how early that ball read the pattern.
It's still a big win, picking up almost 100 over A.J. Johnson. Simo currently in third, 81 back of Chris Vi.
What's Chris got? Chris 205 loser.
Chris Vi 205 loser. So, do I dare say it? We have a new leader.
Unbelievable. Wow. Looking at what Belmo had here, I'd like to. Belmo, 224 winner. Mike, while you're away, he's kind of creeping up a little bit there. He's not far back now. He's going to need a really big last 2 games, but Belmo is up to 9th.
Yeah, did we see what he had the last game or no?
224 winner.
Yeah, Belmo's coming, man.
Chris Vi's mother, nervous wreck, coming up and everything. EJ Tack at 276. I think we're getting Andrew Anderson is on the Strug bus. 187. Loser to Barrett.
This place is a madhouse right now.
Packed.
Also, I don't know how Tom Hess and Brian Kane are going to be able to maneuver around this bowling center. I mean, it is that busy. I feel like I'm at Lollapalooza, and Blink-182 is about to come on. So Fiore finishes up with 268. He was 204 back coming into that game. Just a terrible match play record at 7-14. If you give him another 120 bonus pins, 4 more wins, you know, he would be just 80 out bowling 268 here.
Key thing to look at, the guys in 4th and 5th, Mike, both bowled under 200. The guys in 4th and 5th, Andrew Anderson and Tim Foy, both bowled under 200. So that's going to close that gap with the guys behind him, and it's going to give him an opportunity to get in there. Belmo picked up 60 more.
Yeah, and Craig Elliott's been painting that picture for us, the 17th member of our team here, and it's so great to have so many people here working with us. Craig's been down in the trenches watching things. Tom's been covering kind of the high end because of the microphone coverage. Tom's been focused down here. Craig's down on the low end, sending us information. And he told us.
He told me.
Three games ago that Belmo found something with that cove. And with the scoring pace coming down a little bit, Belmo, a 230, a 240, is similar to what we saw at the end of the last block when people would bowl 270. They were just kind of pacing. These 230, 240 games can make a massive difference. And then with 30 bonus on the position round coming up here in a couple games, one game away from that, Jason Belmonte could be a factor. Let's finish up our bowler of the day. The four clues were PBA National Tour champion twice, hometown of Highland, Indiana, owned a landscaping business before going on tour, and won the 1984 Meister Brow Open. That is, of course, who, Jimmy?
Nicknamed Toothpick. Toothpick Rick Sajak.
Rick Sajak. No relation to Pat Sajak, by the way, that we know of at this point in time. Rick Sajak, our bowler of the day. We will draw the winner for the ball sometime here in the next couple of games, everybody. Maybe between the position round game might be a good part for that. But right now, we just want to announce our bowler of the day is Rick Sajak. Congratulations to everybody that guessed that one correctly.
Hey, guys, just a quick update. After that last game, Tim Foy walked all the way down to the TV pair, over to the arcade where there's nobody, and he was visibly shaken and trying to somehow gain his composure for the last two games.
Who was that, excuse me?
Tim Foy Jr.
Tim Foy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of pressure here. There's no doubt about it. You know, he's had a good look. Now the key is he's going to be able to dig in. Like you said, keep his composure, stick to that process. The problem is he doesn't have great ball reaction. You know what I mean? And that's part of it.
He has no ball reaction.
Yeah, correct. And you know what? Belmo just made up 60 more pins.
Hey, Randy?
Yeah.
Welcome to Bowl TV. That's all I got to say.
I mean, guys, this is as good as it gets. Am I right?
Yeah.
I mean, typically you got a guy that's leading, kind of running away with it.
Uh-huh.
He's kind of an afterthought, right? And then you got a couple other guys that are kind of pretty much locked on the show. And then you got about 4 or 5 guys battling for that 4th and 5th spot. Belmonte, front 3 here in Game 7. He's like Darth Vader, hard to kill.
267 over. 237 over tonight.
Well, here's the thing. Isn't this guy's Game 7, Game 8, and we saw in the first round, Game 6,
6, 7, 8.
When the scores go nuts?
Yeah, 6, 7, 8.
So Belmo could bowl a massive game here, but may not catch as many pins because of how the scoring pace goes up.
You're right.
Still to be determined, but we got to look for that.
Big game. He's bowling. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong one. I thought it was Patrick Hanrahan he's bowling. I got excited. I thought it was Patty, Dom.
He's to the right of them, bowling TJ. What a position round we're going to have, guys.
Wow.
I can't wait for the updated scoreboard.
Look, front 5, front 4, front 3.
Yep. Here it starts.
Spare double, front 3.
Yep.
Double to start. Double. Triple. Yep, here it comes, boys. Here she comes. Buckle up. We're going in.
Guys, do you think it's unusual for it to take 6, 7 games for it to develop?
I don't know how it quite develops because they're not throwing a bunch of sandpaper up the outside to create this massive boomerang hook spot. It's a mixed bag of everything. But it just happens.
And Foy staying with the axe, guys. He's like, I'm going to go down fighting, swinging, and it's going to be with this ball.
Well, he and A.J. Johnson have kind of had the same exact game plan, right? One ball takes it all.
Yeah, there's just nowhere for him to move because the way the pattern's shaped, it's flat in the middle part of the lane, so it breaks down enough to get score, but, you know, it's not left where they can just throw it to the right and create more angle. So,
and let's face it, your selection of 10 balls on your ball card may be more important this year than any other year. I asked Brett Spangler down there privately before this entire round, and I asked him, as we watch Belmonte. Boom again.
Haven't seen anybody play that line.
If E.J. Tackett could have drilled balls, where would E.J. Tackett be in the standings? And, of course, Brett's going to always talk up his guy, but he goes, I firmly and truly believe he'd be in the show right now if he could have drilled more balls.
Belmonte needs to keep striking, and he needs some help from the other guys.
He's got the post working, though. When that hand's up like that and he stands there and posts it up, percentage is very high. Head in the game, too. He needs those 30. He needs those extra 60.
Ooh, that could have
Big
been
left.
That could have been a massive rake if he just struck there. Guys, the scores are in.
All right, let's hear it.
Let's start with Belmo. Belmo's up to 10th, 81 off the show.
And it was 2 games ago. He was 240.
222.
Okay.
His last couple games, 224 and a win, 265 and a win. So Belmo up to 10th. Now, let's take it from the top. Anthony Simonson leads at plus 1704. Patrick Dombrowski second at 1700. That's only 4 pins difference. Only 5 pins back of that, Chris Vi at 1695. Some separation back to fourth now. Tim Foy Jr. at 1559. Andrew Anderson now, fifth at plus 1553. Then you got A.J. Johnson, 23 back in sixth. Toon Hakeem still hanging around in seventh, 35 pins back. T.J. Rock now 55 back. Kaiku 65 back. And Belmo 81 back. And even Ethan Fiore has a sniff as he is in 11th at 93 back.
That's what happens when you have 2 guys lose ball reaction there at the bottom, and Foy and Andrew Anderson.
Well, guys, and look at the separation now from third to fourth. Toon Hakeem, don't count him out. Front 5.
There's strikes everywhere, dude. Dombrowski, spare 4-bagger. Tommy Jones, spare 4-bagger. And Andrew has 96 in the 5th.
5-9 spares in a row and a strike in the 6th for Andrew Anderson.
He's made up 84 pins on him already in 5 frames.
Talking about Belmo making up 85 pins?
No, Toon Hakeem.
Okay, the bowling each other right here, I see. Okay.
Belmo's made up 54 pins already so far, halfway through one game. It's going to get even more interesting. We thought it was going to be 5 guys. Now it could be like 8 or 9. The Malaysian Wonder, Toon Hakeem.
He's a bad man.
The Malaysian Mauler.
I like that one. I like the Mauler.
Good too.
I don't want to steal Craig's. What is he? Manitoba Mauler.
Oh yeah, you can't have 2 Maulers. Wow, is this shaping up nicely, boys?
Wow, what a great show so far.
My palms are starting to get sweaty.
Yeah.
Arm spaghetti.
Tell you what.
Just the way the leaderboard is flipped all night, right? Just crazy. Simonson started at number 1, dropped all the way to 4th, back to number 1. Just insane.
Simon with an open. He's got 44 in the 3rd.
Oh, Simon with an open in the 3rd, guys.
Vi, triple and a spare. We're going to be everywhere. Roller coaster ride.
Simon losing here in Game 7.
That's why Dombrowski's bowling good. It's been a roller coaster ride. He's a roller coaster guy.
He is a roller coaster guy.
That's why. Oh, he's in that little left in the track right there.
Get out of there, 10. Yeah, that quitter 10 pin. Flaccid 10.
How old do you think that kid looks right there? How old does Toon Hakeem look? 14, 15?
No.
He's 27, actually.
I was going to say 27.
Just had a birthday.
Belmo, 4-bagger spare.
Yeah, can he get back on the strike train?
Andrew Anderson.
279 here for Belmo would go a long way. That's better.
Nice and long on that one. See how long the follow through was.
That's
on that
better.
One. Yeah, nice and
He knows he's got to get it right, but he can't get it too far right.
correct. And if he cuts it off, he knows it's going to hook like it did when he left the nickel.
Right.
Wow. He's way left.
Boy, you see that ball driving towards that 7-pin right through the 8-pin? That is perfect angle.
Starting to open up, boys.
Yeah, for some.
Yeah, A.J. Johnson isn't.
Hates it.
Yeah.
How about that, guys?
This
Gotta
is
make it
not
right,
good for A.J.
Right when he's in position to jump into the top 5.
How's he not making a ball change?
Ooh, Belmonte.
Oh, Jay is here to play.
This could be one of the biggest comebacks we've seen in a long time. And keep in mind, I believe it was his last major. I know it was a Tournament of Champions, and it was a 2-day step-ladder finals that Belmonte won.
Yeah, and we saw E.J. Tackett make a giant run here, and who was the best on tour before E.J.? Belmo. Belmo showing him up here this year potentially.
Started out 249 pins back from the show. 249 back he was, Mike.
Sorry. Sorry, boys.
Ryan Barnes and Stu Williams here, bowling a nice game.
This is a little. They're together a lot, you know, with Chris with Stu doing the Beef and Barnesy show.
They'll be talking about this match sometime next week on the show, I'm sure.
They will.
Here's our man, Toon Hakeem.
Oh, we got that one a little right quick.
And paid for it.
You saw it right off his hand, Jimmy.
Yeah, I did not like that one.
Ooh, another 2-4-8-10 right next door. Who left that? Oh, that was a bad time for Toon.
You know how big this is? Andrew can strike out and shoot 246. This game's not over. How big a swing would that be where Andrew had no strikes through 5?
Yep.
And is the number 5 seed right now.
How about Andrew had 5 consecutive 9 spares? Oh! My goodness. Who's over on 27 and 8? Got it.
Patty Dom Dom is in a knockdown brawl with Tommy Jones. 269, 268 possibility here.
Dombrowski right now second, 4 pins out of the lead behind Simonson.
Clawed his way back. He, seriously clawed his way back.
Simon with a big triple after 5-2.
Here we go, looking for 4.
Hates it. Oh!
Lays there.
It somehow laid down. Tim Foy Jr. on a 3-bagger in the 220s. Big shot for Tim coming up right here, folks. Come on, Timmy. Do it, man. Do it. Atta boy.
Huge commitment right there, man.
Man,
Tell you what, he walked away like you said, came back in, got his breath back under him, knew what was going on. You know, he says, I'm going to go with what got me here, and look what's happened.
Nobody's fought harder.
Good for him.
You just love to see it.
All right, Belmonte. Can he do it?
Little left. Oh,
what a break.
Here's another word I'm going to teach you.
Really?
Another word coming. When you get a break like that, you know what the next one is? It's called a parlay, brother. By the way, this one ain't going Brooklyn, I can bet you that. This one is 10 back. He's posting it up.
Re-rack. He's using a re-rack here.
Chris Fod, they're all right in between 10 and 15
Yeah, they've
now.
all made a pretty good move in.
They've all, and the scores are there showing it.
What was it, 2 games ago or one game ago where Chris Fye was leading? I think it was 1 game ago.
Yep.
It's like watching Red Zone, guys, honestly.
It really is. Big time touchdown pass
Andrew
over here.
not happy with that one.
Okay, here we go. This is the
This
parlay,
is 10
as Jimmy
back
says.
right here. I'm going to tell you what, I've known him since he was a chubby fat kid, wore shorts. I'm going to tell you, this is 10 back.
Oh, my goodness!
You know, they say that there are bowling gods, and sometimes they give you one, and sometimes they take one. They gave and they tooketh.
What is Forey doing? He just smacked that out, too. What did Forey got? Look at Forey, 268 out of the blue to win the game, possibly against Michael Davidson. Huge, huge game for Tim Foy after having 0 ball reaction. Going to pop out and could bowl 268. Just slap that one out in the 9th.
Guys, listen, I think that if we're going to continue to do this together, you're going to have to get me a monitor and face me in the other direction away from the players.
It's almost a 7-10 for Andrew Anderson. Fortunate to get the 7 and a 10 to fall.
One more 9. No, actually, he can't shut out
No,
Toon
he
Hakeem.
can't.
Nope.
Toon can shoot 233.
Toon missed a bucket in the 9th.
Timmy Foy up in the 10th.
This could be the 10th frame that gets him to the telecast
You are
or locks
correct.
him in.
Yep, I agree.
And he knows it. He's taking a little extra time here. We're seeing players taking re-racks now. We're seeing players step off and reset. It just goes to show the heightened amount of pressure that's happening right here in game 55 of 56 to get to the show.
TJ Rock can shoot 225. What's Simo got here?
10 back.
That track is getting nice.
10
boy.
back.
Needs a strike for the win, Dombrowski.
How about that?
By the way, hooked 3 times and still struck.
How about that? Just enough.
That Storm
Just enough.
Bionic has been so much help to him.
Just enough of it.
Glad he checked that one in on the ball
Bad
card.
time for Belmonte for Tim Foy Jr. to be shooting possibly 268. Look at Timmy go,
Great
man.
shot.
Wow.
He can make up ground on Andrew Anderson, though. Andrew had 225. Yeah.
Guy, I got to tell you guys, Tim Foy Jr. is showing some brass ones right now.
Toon Hakim needs a double on 29 and 30 in a huge game with Andrew Anderson in 5th place. Struck out in the 10th to force Toon Hakim to get a double.
Simon
Shadage.
Loves it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
TJ needs this for a win.
Trouble.
Chops it.
Oh, no.
Toon needs a double.
This looks like the other night when he needed it to get into the cut.
248 and throws it straight
Yeah.
from the left side of the lane, guys.
He did that before. That's the second time. I commented on that 2 days ago.
Should be going right to left.
Cross
at it.
angle, or you throw a hook ball at it.
Tomas needs 9 on this ball for a win.
There you go.
Winner.
Back to Toon.
So again, Andrew Anderson bowled 225. Toon Hakeem needs a strike here to get the 30 bonus pins. He'll need 3 pins if he gets the strike here. Anything less, Andrew Anderson can add 55 to the plus on the scorecard.
Oh, he got it wide again.
Yeah, but that one checked.
Yeah, that was different. He got it right quicker where it saw the front part of the lane, where the other one was long right. Unbelievable shot by Toon Hakeem. You know what? Still needs count.
He needs 3.
So here's the deal.
guys.
I'm sorry. I thought he needed back up off me.
He's 35 back of Andrew Anderson, who was 5th. Okay, he's gonna beat him by possibly 8 pins
So that'd
plus
be 38.
30. That he goes around Andrew.
Yeah, he's going to be in the show. So
Sounds
that's
like
70
Belmo
more for Belmo.
Yeah, Belmo will be in the 240s after a solid 9 in the 10th.
So he picks up 45 on Andrew Anderson in 5th. So, no, he's going to be behind Toon. So that'll be 33.
He'll pick up 38, Jimmy.
Yep. So what's that leave him? 33 behind?
No, he is currently 35 behind Andrew, so he will go around him and be 3 ahead.
No, I mean Belmo.
Oh, Belmo.
Wow.
43 for Belmo.
Outside shot for Belmonte. Just when we left him for dead, guys.
Here we go.
Man, we needed you to show up sooner, Randy.
Look at this. All right, so Belmonte 247, add 77 to the scorecard. A.J. Johnson squeezed in there right now in 6th. He's 23 back of the show, and he now has an opportunity to pick up some bonus pins here as Kyle Troop did not strike in the 10th frame. Kyle can bowl 214, and A.J. Johnson can strike out for 216. Chris Vi finished with 217, currently 3rd, and lost.
Wow, Fiore struck out to beat him. Look at that. Threw a 4-bagger at the end to the fill. Whew.
Well, guys, just about everyone's in now with the exception of Tim Foy Jr., who's still grinding from out.
Whew. They're all in the track now. Got that spot where they all played to the right. There's a spot when they miss it, like Toon did on that second one in the 10th, sucked right up off it. You know what? They're going to get a couple practice balls, maybe one. I think they get one on each lane. And then we're going to start up again, and you know what? Craziness is about to ensue.
A.J. Johnson must double.
Tournament life on the line.
7-pin.
That's a shame.
Yeah, that'll suck the wind right out of you.
Yeah, we saw the 10-pin get annihilated, only to have the 7 stand.
Summer right there talking to Andrew Anderson, who seems obviously a little down after that loss with Toon with the double. Slim trying to get him to slow down a little bit right over there to the left.
Yeah, Schlim is right up on him.
So, guys, I walked into the tournament office and got clarification why they have this break. The practice range will come back on. The guys can go down there and stay loose on the practice range, and then it's the same process as if they were starting another block. They get one shot on each lane.
Whew. Man.
How big are the position round pairs going to play in this? Because obviously we've talked about it throughout the entirety of match play. Some pairs are better than others.
By the way, between the three of us, we've probably been on tour 70 years. You ever seen anything like this?
It's been a long time since I've seen a major where, you know, it was this tight. A guy coming from so far back to still have a chance with 8 games to go and climb his way to potentially making it. There has been a little bit of separation with your top 3 guys, but it looks like there's still 6 or 7 guys that can possibly make the telecast, right? And that's including the guys that are in 4th and 5th.
Guys, I want to add that something that might come into the guy that's made the biggest run tonight, 1 and 2 going to start down on 27 and 28. So Belmo is going to get to bowl this game. He's going to be in, what, 6th or 7th?
Probably 7th.
7th. So he's going to get to bowl down on the end of the building where he's been bowling all night long. We've seen a lot of these guys up in the front have been up here in the high end of the building. So now they're going down to the low end of the building for the position round, something that might affect this thing.
1 and 2 starting on 27 and 8?
Yes.
And
Tim Foy just got 87 pins, by the way. So where does that make that any closer in that 1, 2, 3? 87 he just got.
1646 now. So he climbed 1646, so he's 70 back of Chris Vi.
And Dombrowski
65.
Dombrowski had 257.
So now 1 and 2 are separated. What did Simonson shoot? It
265, it looks like. No, he didn't have 265.
No.
He had an open. Yeah, I don't know what he had then.
Simo guys had 237.
Your leader is going to be Dombrowski.
And a win for Simo, yeah.
It's going to be Dombrowski, Simonson Vi, Tim Foy Jr.,
Toon Hakim.
And Toon
Hakim.
Really? Wow. Are we coming on camera?
I think we are. And we don't want the viewers to go anywhere, so they're going to bring it into us, three beautiful souls right here in the booth.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. You two.
Well, guys, I mean, I don't even know what else to say. I mean, we've been talking about it here all night long. It's just been up and down roller coaster. We got 3 guys that have kind of separated themselves, but then we just had Chris Vi fall back a little bit. And it's pairs are interesting. These guys are going to go down and bowl on a range, and they come down here. They get 1 ball on each lane down here again, or they just go straight into it.
1 on each lane.
1 on each lane. They can stay loose, like Tommy mentioned. But yeah, they come to their starting pair and position round. They get one shot on each lane.
And hey, let's take a minute to say hello to all of our audiences. First of all, to our Bowl TV audience that are watching here tonight. Thank you for being a subscriber. We hope you have enjoyed the coverage here this week and all season long. Also, we've got our friends over on YouTube watching here tonight, a preview of what Bowl TV brings to offer. You can watch all the different channels here whenever you're on here, and we would love for you to subscribe to Bowl TV to watch more great competition like this. And also, a little while ago, we went live on Facebook. So hello to our Facebook audience out there watching as well, and we would love to have you part of our Bowl TV community, as it is a pay-for-service, but boy, you get a lot of bowling for your money here on Bowl TV. Randy Peterson, the Hall of Famer, joining us, a new addition here this week. It's awesome to be having you here.
Thanks, brother.
And it's off to one heck of a start with you here.
You guys do a great job. It's a lot of work, and I don't think the folks realize just how much time and effort you guys put in. And I'm talking about your whole crew. I've only been here for match play, and it's a lot. You're covering a lot of stuff, and I think you guys do a hell of a job, all of you, and I mean that.
Well, thanks. I mean, we've been working at it, and it's just we keep expanding the crew. They keep investing in equipment and things, and Jimmy Callahan became we picked him up last year. He was on the waiver wire.
He's tremendous,
and we just decided, you know what? I think we need a technical guy.
He's so smart,
right? And Tom Hess, 1 week we were kind of one man out, and he goes, I'll start interviewing people.
Tommy's like he's been doing interviews for like 10 years.
I know. It's fantastic. It's incredible.
I remember the first time I did an interview, Tom, it was like, oh, well, Randy, when the red light comes on, then you start talking. I was petrified. And I'll tell you this. Can I finish? I'll tell you the story real quick, right? It was like my 3rd or 4th tournament ever in 2001. It's when Weber shot 297 in Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
And they throw me in the lion's cage. Randy, go down to the floor and do an interview. I'm like, what's that? How do you do that? So I go down to the floor, and I ask Pete a question, maybe another one, I don't know. And here's my throw. Now, you remember who I was working with, right? Mike Kelly?
Yeah, Mike Kelly.
Mike Kelly. Wow.
Mike Kelly is who I'm working with. My throw... Back to you, Chris. Meaning Chris Schenkel. That's all I could remember. And I go, back to you, Chris. No, it's not Mike Kelly. It's Jim Kelly.
Jim Kelly.
And I go, I mean Jim? I get back to the booth, and Jim Kelly just berated me. Who the hell is Chris? I'm like, well, only the greatest play-by-play we've ever had. But anyway, yeah, Tommy, great job.
Hey, it looks like it's time to give away the bowling ball from the folks that guessed correctly today for our Bowler of the Day contest.
Wow, and I'm shocked that many got it right.
This is all this week.
Oh.
Anybody that got it right this week. So, Randy, I need you to read every name on that wheel.
Ready?
Yeah, no.
Go.
No.
Here we go. We've clicked the button, I think, here, and we're going to spin and win. Where it falls, nobody knows.
Is this rigged?
No, not rigged at all.
Okay.
This is Cliff Barnes.
Wait a minute, is that Bowler's Mark?
That is
Barnes?
Cliff Barnes.
No, you got to draw another name. He doesn't need another ball.
He needs another ball.
No, he doesn't.
Come on.
It could be a different Cliff Barnes. I don't know. But I
Cliff Barnes, if that's you, man, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
He shouldn't be ashamed. We should thank him for being a subscriber and playing along. Cliff, thank you.
He should donate it back.
Well, he'll probably give it away to somebody else, but he got a free Bowler Smart mention out of that at least. So
he did.
Guys, going into this position round, I'll start with
Excuse me.
you. I'll start with you, Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
You've had to coach players over the years as a tour rep,
Yes, sir.
and what would you be saying to your players right now that are in contention, either just out or just in the show right now? What would you be telling them?
First thing would be stick to what got you there. Let's not do anything crazy. You get one ball in each lane. Let's get a good read on each lane. You know what? Take your time. Make sure you have good breaths. Make sure you drink water. And you know what? Then you see what happens and make good shots. That's the whole key. Make one good shot at a time, and at the end, the results will take care of itself.
What if your player's coming off of a couple of bad games and has really not a real good blueprint of what to do?
Oh, then you have to have a couple ideas and directions. Over on the range now, I would be getting a couple different balls, get him in, try to get them a little bit more comfortable, get their mind a little bit slower. You know how it gets when you're lost, your mind gets going 400 miles an hour and you can't think straight. I try to get them to slow down over there. They get one ball on each. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I've seen it. Then you come over here, you get one on each lane. I would be right behind them and give that positive reinforcement as you go. Let's make good shots, and you know what? See what happens at the end.
Randy, as a player, what do you do in this moment?
Well, you're drawing on all of your past experiences. The lanes are sitting for a few minutes, right? So that might change some things up. You have a pretty decent idea of where you're going to be in the center, what pair you're going to be on. You go back and go, okay, well, the last time I was on that pair was this time. This is what my look was. I know what the lanes have done. I know what the players have changed that enabled them to start striking late. We've seen most of them moving in. And I would take all of that information along with my experience, and I'd make the best educated guess I could make with one ball on each lane.
Correct.
And I'd go, all right, well, maybe it's a situation where I try two different balls. I throw this one on the right lane, I throw a different one on the left lane. Even though those two lanes might be a little bit different, I'm still going to get two reads, and I'm going to go, okay, based on what I just saw, I think this is the choice.
It's a little closer.
And then the key is you have to stay and be committed. You have to do it with conviction.
Are you scoreboard watching at all? The guys around you?
No, I'm focusing more on my execution and my ball reaction. And then once that starts to look pretty good and I start to strike and I'm pretty much locked in, then I might take a peek.
Tom Hess off to the wing over there. What would you be doing here?
I think for the guys that are in there, the most important thing, on top of everything that Randy said, is 100% spot on. The only thing that I would add to that is you've got to stay in your process. You can't control anything once you've let go of the ball. You've got to stay in the moment and committed to your process. You got to be process driven, not results oriented. And that's something that a couple of years ago I won 5 times on the 50 Tour working with Jimmy Callahan. It was process oriented, not results driven. And that will allow these guys to stay in the moment and hopefully go out and make 10, 11, or 12 of the best shots that they have to try to make the show at the U.S. Open.
I mean, at the end of the day, though, if you're convicted, right, and it doesn't work out, no regrets.
Right, exactly. No. You can have no regrets.
Yep, I agree, Randy.
Well, it's regrets.
Regrets?
It was
that's after.
I was going to say
we're the Millers.
56,
no regrets.
I was waiting for you to say you said if you're convicted. I said usually you go to jail.
Hey, how about our camera reaching all the way down to these practice pairs? We've got the Brian Kane body cam right here down here on the practice range. You see some players trying some different things, just staying loose. These are our practice range.
No way that these lanes here are playing anything like what they just came off of.
They're getting nothing.
All they're doing is staying loose.
That's it.
And trying to, and loose in the bowling way and just loose overall, just trying to stay calm and go from there.
They are triple checking their scores in the office as we wait for those scores to come in. You are watching the 2026 Go Bowling United States Open here on Bowl TV. Position round coming up next. We've been here with you since 5 o'clock. It is 7:59, almost top of the hour here. And this is a live look-in from our man Brian Kane, working his way through all the bowling balls down there, hurdling them, jumping couches, and giving us everything we can possibly get as some additional coverage as we wait for these scores to come in. And it looks like the scores are in. Scores are in. We bring them up onto the board here, and we take a look-see at how this thing shakes out. And it shakes out as follows.
We're getting very, very close. Let me try to lay it out for you.
Patrick Dombrowski is our leader at plus 1787. In second is Anthony Simonson at 1771. So that match with 30 bonus pins, in theory, that match is going to determine our number one seed. But if their games are low, Chris Vi can still go to the lead if Dombrowski and Simonson struggle on lanes 27 and 28. So Vi can still go to the lead. He's third at 1712. And then fourth is Tim Foy Jr. at 1646. After that big 257 win, he gives himself some breathing room here, and he'll be taking on Vi in his match. Then Toon Hakeem, as we mentioned, has gone all the way up to fifth position, and he is plus 1581, but it is a slim lead, and he has got a lot of players right behind him. He'll be bowling Andrew Anderson. Andrew's just 3 pins back. And you got to remember, again, when these two bowl, one is going to get 30 bonus pins, one is not. And in the next match, Jason Belmonte is closed within 32 pins. He'll be taking on Tomas Kaiku, who is 38 pins outside of the top 5. And a couple more players. Let's just add 3 more to the mix inside 100 pins. Doubtful Terrence Rock in 11 is going to get there, but it's still possible. How about Ethan Fiore in 10th, winning his last 2 games? He's 70 out. And A.J. Johnson, that last game, 195 for him, and the loss drops him to 56 out, but still has a chance.
From Malaysia is currently in 5th place. He has one PBA Tour title, the 2025 PBA Pavilion Champion.
Randy, that's a lot of numbers on the screen right now.
Yep. Yeah, it really is. And you look at it just kind of looks like it's shaped up to where whoever wins the match between Dombrowski and Simonson is going to be the tournament leader unless, like you mentioned, they bowl low games and Chris Vi bombs one. Well, your top 3 pretty much locked. Tim Foy, what a time to shoot 257 and win.
Jason Belmonte, currently in 7th place, has made a tremendous run in his last 7
Toon Hakeem,
32 career titles, including
one of the best match play records we have at 17-6. In fact, he's tied with Dombrowski as the best match play record. Andrew Anderson only 3 back. And then that charge from Jason Belmonte tonight with only 1 loss, 240, 210, 260, 220 loser, then 260, 220, 240.
Hey, guys, feast your eyes on 10th position. If this was a traditional, just more qualifying games, Ethan Fiore in 10th, average-wise, pinfall, would be in the show right now.
Yep.
But that's not what we're doing. There's bonus pins involved, and you got to be able to show up and bowl against your opponents and steal some games. He's not been able to do so.
How about Dombrowski has the 4th highest average?
Leading the tournament. We are close to starting time, folks. All right, let's go around the horn here since we've got a little more time. We'll start with you, Jimmy. Pick somebody outside of the top 5 that you think has the best chance of making this show.
Belmonte. It's not a hard pick.
Well, that's going out on a limb.
you let me go first for once. Yeah, I mean, I don't see him bowling anything less than 250 this game.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to be that aggressive.
Wow.
I'm going with Andrew Anderson.
And
Andrew's games tonight have not been stellar, but I think that he might figure something out here in position round.
You think that pep talk with Schlim might be just the magic that he needs?
It might be. I mean, again, he's only 3 back. He's bowling Toon Hakeem in this position round match. It might be Andrew, but Belmonte, yeah, it's a good bet.
Okay, so if Andrew wins, let's say Andrew bowls 230 and wins, what does Belmonte have to bowl in his match to go around Andrew?
260.
Let's bring in Tom Hess.
Hey guys, I was just doing a little looking here. They just announced that Belmo's on 33 and 34.
Okay.
You know where Belmo bowled game 23? 33 and 34.
Oh,
and he just bowled 240.
Yeah, and it could have been more.
Yeah, well, he got the break.
And got the purple break and then solid 9 in the 10th,
and then
right?
10,
Yeah.
and then
Twice.
solid 9.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Belmo gets to go right back on the pair. He just bowled 240. That the uniqueness of the format we use. So, huge break for Belmo there, in my opinion.
And I guess to be a little different, I'm going to go with A.J. Johnson bowling 3 bills and making the show by 1.
Nice. I like it.
How about that?
I'm very rarely a chalk player, too, and I picked, yeah. Quite a long break this evening before we get started. Remember, they get 1 practice ball in each lane.
Bowlers, when your lanes go in, you may have 1 warm-up shot on each lane.
We've got a lot of people watching tonight. We got some greats watching as well. Just got a text message into the booth here about 15 minutes ago from arguably the greatest female bowler of all time with a PBA title, Elizabeth Johnson, watching tonight. Thanks for being here with us tonight, Liz. Bowling royalty tuned in tonight here. Not going to miss this last game. Position round right here. 1 ball on each lane, and we'll head right into it. We will be focusing on the matches that matter most to the players that are beyond 11th position. We will keep you informed if there are any big scores being bowled. If you want to watch those matches here on Bowl TV, you can in their entirety. Notice here Andrew Anderson and Toon Hakeem squaring off here on the right side of your screen.
They're on 31 and 2.
You see Vi taking on Foy here on 29 and 30.
You got to remember, in the 10th, Vi had an open last game to lose to Ethan Fiore. Ethan Fiore went double 9 in the 10th to beat him 221 to 217. So, if you'd add 30, then that would have been really close for the lead. So, Chris is going to need a game right here.
Folks, there's a great organization that helps keep bowling centers connected and profitable to be able to keep lineage rates low and do what they need to do to make sure we all have great bowling centers to go and participate and play our game in. And that's the Bowling Proprietors Association of America. They're a nonprofit organization, the only one in the world that serves the specific yet diverse interest of bowling center owners. BPAA, thank you for all that you do and for your support of the United States Open.
Here we go. Vi strike, Belmo strike.
It's going to be quick. It's going to be fast. And we'll bring it to you here as best as we can. See Simonson.
Simo, all starting with strikes.
All everywhere.
Tim Foy Jr. looks like he's dancing with the one he brung.
Shaping a little bit now.
If he wins this tournament, I think that ball should go in the Hall of Fame.
Keiko in, and big 4 out of the gate for Tomas. Andrew in and shaping it.
Remember, he was the leader last year in this event. Finished second to EJ. How about that pen action?
The fans are 7 and 8 deep watching position round, folks, here at Woodland.
Strikes everywhere. Strikes all across the board. Tim Foy.
Man, did he fight and claw his way back.
Maple moxie, as you would say.
Unbelievable.
Huge double.
Important to keep the adrenaline down, especially when softer ball speed is an advantage right now. We'll see who can keep their emotions in check. Remember, Dombrowski, your leader right now, Bolin Simo, the winner of that match is most likely going to be the number 1 seed. Guaranteed $50,000.
I mean, this is a good old-fashioned rock fight here.
Anybody going to miss? Wow.
Man, Dombrowski's throwing it so good. Great balance.
Right in that little zone that he's been in the whole time. Two.
Winner last year's World Series.
Chameleon.
And now this guy. What a charge.
This is eerily similar to when Tiger Woods makes a run in a golf tournament. There's a term called split the 8-9, and we just saw 2 guys do it in Belmonte and Vi.
I might be a little short with 250. I'm just letting you know. Might be a little short.
Well, and he still needs help, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't want Toon and Foy to pull 250s.
A.J. Johnson, 56 back.
Ball change.
Ball change, and definitely a different area on the lane.
Wow, that was way in. Laid like a rug.
I mean, a little deflection there, but still got them all down.
That? Unbelievable how much that held. Got the last one like 5.
Yeah, and there might be some situations here where we see a few balks because of the roars and how many people are in here. Simonson has led most of the night.
There's the toe tap.
You see the toe tap,
the
you know
toe tap
it's good.
is in, baby.
The toe tap is a dead giveaway.
You see that, man. It's good. Taking a little extra time. Little Y.
Foy over on 30 just tripped a 4-pin for a strike.
You imagine the mental zone that these players are in that are trying to get there,
Next
that
level.
are in there, that are trying to lead.
Wow, Andrew just airmailed that one.
And by the way, the amount of pressure
Yeah, see, we're seeing weird stuff now. We got Simonson
Yeah.
balking, Andrew throwing it out the window. It's a pressure cooker.
But that's what makes it fun.
Pressure level is so high right now. You got to make sure that you get a deep breath before you go, and so you got your bearings about you.
I mean, this is exciting, folks. Look at Foy.
Look at that. He deserves to make it. I'm going to tell you what.
I mean, that's like the prize fighter that continues to get off of the mat.
On this 10-week tour, it was 2 weeks ago, he popped his wrist in match play. We thought he might be in trouble for the season.
What a break, guys. Wow. What a break for Simo, tripping that 10 late, just leaving the 2-pin. Now Vi. Guys, this is a straight-up cage match here.
Oh, that might have been a board and a half in.
Yeah, but the good news is it laid there. Now he knows he has a little hold.
Andrew's way left of
Way left
everybody
and
else.
too much angle.
Correct.
But he's the one guy that's been a little bit deeper than everybody and has been able to get his ball to finish and go through the pins.
True. The last 3 or 4 games, it hasn't quite worked out that way, though. You are correct the majority of the event. You know what's funny? It doesn't matter what Belmo does based on what Toon does. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. You brought that up. It doesn't. I mean, if Toon keeps striking, it doesn't matter what Belmo does.
Right. Oh, another uppercut thrown by Chris Vi. Wow. Right to the mandible.
Mandible. I like that. I feel like I can buy that at the grocery store.
Dombrowski back on the strike track. I mean, this is good. Now, can Tim Foy Jr. answer?
Man, that looks
You
so
think he
good.
liked that one when it left his hand?
He was running to the left.
He was already going to
Of
the
his
left
hand.
lane.
It doesn't matter what Belmo does. Foy and Toon keep striking. That was a little in between. Book it, Dano.
This was a little flat 10 over here by Dombrowski. Again, Dombrowski is your leader currently. 1787, Simo at 1771. They got bonus pins.
Cheeky little 14-bagger for Vi, Foy, and Toon. Got that one wide. Oh! Yo, the backdoor Johnny right there with the 2-pin going forward.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Belmo leaves the 7.
He's running out of frames, boys.
Well, yeah, and he's not getting any help from
Nope,
anyone.
None.
Just Andrew Anderson.
And that doesn't matter because he's in 6.
Exactly.
Toon, the last couple have been a little bit in. Let's see if he commits to this one.
Oh, he grabbed a mitt full.
Oh, he didn't.
Every shot makes someone happy.
Yes. Every shot.
Another balk. Mike, you referenced what? Rocky 4?
Yeah.
This is it right here. Drago Rocky right here. Did you see the 4 and 9 fall there?
Yeah.
Very odd.
Now Vi back up after the balk.
Sorry, Jimmy.
Nice.
Body shot, Chris Vi.
I'm going to tell you what, you'll feel him from the python, like you said, too. That left body hook right there. Right back on Tim
But
Foy.
Tim Foy, he just keeps jabbing.
Scrappy for a little guy.
Simo to increase his lead.
Oh, a little hop there.
Oh, my. Running out of time and running out of carry.
You can't help but think, if he'd have found this ball reaction with this ball a game or two sooner, where would he be right now?
Slow.
Vi is the first
Slow
to
and
miss
left,
here
he
in
got
this
around
match.
it.
Yeah, it looked in.
Yeah, elbow got around it, rotated, pulled it down from the top.
Now, with what Andrew's seeing around him, it might loosen the arm swing a little bit.
This guy's so good.
Dom, dom, dom.
New one.
I'm not sure the 24 games that I've watched that I've seen Dombrowski fall off of the shot. It's a great lesson to be learned for the folks watching. Post your shots, man. Post up. If your balance is good, you probably have a really good chance of making good shots.
That's an understatement. Yeah, I think that's the best statement he made. He made a lot of good ones, but that's a great one.
Belmo can bowl 268. Dombrowski.
Uh-oh. Bad timing. Guys, Dombrowski can drop the third.
Andrew with the light mixing strike. Timmy Foy looking for 7 in a row.
TJ Rock bowling 279, by the way. Oh,
Timmy now with 7 in a row.
he can get the third.
What a comeback.
He can get the third, yeah, maybe. Based on what happens the rest of this game.
Guy Foy goes 215, 215, 20, 180, 250, and now this. He thought he bowled himself right out of the show.
Tune Hakeem can max at 279. Leaves just a 4. So Andrew and Tune almost dead even now. Oh, baby! How about that slow roll?
You know what that is right there? That's a show locker. It's okay.
A little 4-pin.
That's okay. That's okay. Back on the strike train right after he converts the 4-pin. Just a few more frames away from locking up that number 1 seed.
Chris Vi, been rock solid today.
Yep.
He's been in and out of the lead.
This is starting to look like Simo 1, Chris Vi 2, Dombrowski 3.
Not yet. Foy if Foy
Although,
shoots 300.
Although if Foy does shoot 300 and picks up 130.
Vi needs a double here somewhere if he does that. That would be 48. That would get him to 60. And, yeah, it's Timmy would be ahead of him.
The match to watch right now is the one we're on right here. Tune Hakeem, Andrew Anderson.
It's down to a 1-pin match there.
Hates it. Loves it.
Looking for the parlay. Wow. It's my 9th wow of the evening. New world record.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, tough spare.
3, 6, 9, 10.
Yeah, a lot can happen here still.
Yeah. A lot can happen right here.
Uh-oh. Threw it good. Leaves a sticky 7. And Simo, wow.
Great cover, guys.
spare.
Great cover. And don't count Andrew out just yet.
1-pin game with 3 frames to go.
And remember, he and Toon are only separated by 3.
Just a quick update on as well. The spare to Simonson just made toughest spare in the professional bowling, 369.10.
Non-split.
Correct.
But you're right.
Man, he looks so relaxed. Strikes out, he makes Simon get a double.
Also, Belmonte can still bowl 256. So if the winner of this Andrew Toon game is in the 220s, Belmo can still get there.
I think it's going to take more than that.
Yeah, I do too, based off our last couple shots on that pair. Dombrowski kind of walked out of that one a little bit. Best he can do is 205. Looks like Simo's going to be the number 1 seed. He's cruising that way anyway. Oh, 7 still going to stand? I guess so.
That's a huge hit,
Yeah,
by the way.
It really is.
That is huge.
Guys, Vi can get to second. Yep.
Vi can still get to second. Pace is slowed down here a bit.
Oh.
Toon with the solid 9. Timmy picks it up. 269 for Tim Foy Jr.
250, 260 his last 2.
But he's not even guaranteed the win there.
Advantage back to Andrew Anderson in the match against Toon now. He's got ball in hand. What an exhibition he put on.
Simonson faltered a little bit, bounced in and out of the lead after having the lead for quite some time in round 2, and looks like he's going to come out victorious and bowl for the title.
He's going to be your leader.
Great ball change a couple games ago, too.
Vi striking, can still bowl 278.
So Vi can pick up 108, which gets him to 1820. Simonson, let's just give him 224. He picks up 54, and that would be enough. He needs a mark. Oh. Not even the love tap on the 10? All right, cover the 10. You're the 1 seed.
Belmo sparing the 8th.
Oh, my goodness.
And you can see the dejection there on Toon's shoulders, body language. That's going to cost him making the show.
Yep.
Chris Vi leaves a 10-pin. Simo spare.
Yep. He knows it.
He knows that he is going to be the number 1 seed. He's missed 2 cuts this year to start the season.
We talked about it throughout match play, how much he loves this place.
269 winner for Timmy Foy over Chris Vi's 267.
Dombrowski needs a spare in the 10th to remain second. Vi, that was big. Vi lost that
Vi's
game with
was big
267.
because he lost the 30 bonus pins.
Correct.
What a run by Belmonte tonight. He's just going to fall just a bit short, but what an effort.
193 is the number for Dombrowski to stay in.
Andrew in the 9th.
Oh, my.
Almost 2 10s. Fortunate just to leave the 10. Here's Dombrowski. How about a mark for Dombrowski? Oh, almost a 4-9. Just leaves the 9.
Oh.
How about those two last, Frank?
Yeah.
Woo.
A lot could have happened right there, guys.
Needs a spare, needs counts.
By the way, TJ Rock, 265 and a win. Dombrowski made the spare. He will be the 2 seed.
He needs count, bud. 94.8 would be 17-set. Possibility of a tie. Chris has 1779. He's got 1787. He needs 9 to make it. 8's a tie. 7, he'll be third.
10 does it. Number 2 seed locked up. Chris Visor 3 seed. Simo 1. Dom. Patrick Dombrowski 2nd. And Chris Vi 3rd.
Foy 4th, and it appears Andrew Anderson will be 5th. Yeah, that's pretty much a foregone conclusion now. Great tournament for Toon Hakim, all the way from 23rd all the way up to have an opportunity to make the TV show.
225, the magic number for Andrew Anderson here, because Toon can still bowl 224.
So he needs a mark. If he gets 9 and misses it,
it's 224.
It's 220. It's 224. They would tie.
Yep. He wants the pair to come off nearby. He doesn't want those going off in the middle of his approach.
In his downswing, yeah.
Yeah.
I just double-checked Jason. Jason cannot get there. So it's down to these two
players. Those lights just went out.
Strike does it.
Oh.
Whoa, what do we got going on here now?
Well, we have now Timmy Tan in position. Toon Hakim in position to double up in the 10th and win this. Unless somehow Andrew Anderson can make the 2-8-10.
3 pins. Whoever wins the game is in.
He cut it. He cut it too good. And it's the left lane that's bit both of them. Because we just called that Timmy Tan is... Timmy Tan. Toon Hakim, you got me.
Toon Hakim, I got you, yeah, with Timmy.
Toon Hakim.
Double and 8.
Yeah. He can still win.
Double and 8, he makes it, guys.
He's done this earlier. He grabbed a double to make it into the advancers round. So can Toon Hakim step up again, get double and 8 to make himself go into the TV show tomorrow on CW at 4 o'clock? Wow. That's 10, sorry.
Also, because Toon was ahead by 3 pins, if they tie, Toon is still in.
Right.
And this is the last match bowling, guys.
This is a PBA champion, folks. He won a title at the World Series of Bowling on what pattern, Jimmy?
Chameleon.
There you go. Not another soul throwing a bowling ball in this building right now. It couldn't be more quiet.
Oh, got it wide.
Light mixing strike.
Oh, my goodness.
Belmo is still bowling, but Belmo's letting him go. Belmo's up now.
And if Belmo would have had one more hit in this game, he could have been in the 250s,
Correct.
and he would have been involved in all of this.
Yep. Oh, now Toon has to look at that to his right. That's tough.
He's not looking at that.
Yeah.
He's looking at 10 back right here.
Again, just to set it up, Simonson's the number 1 seed, Patrick Dombrowski the number 2 seed, Chris Weiss the 3 seed, Tim Foy the number 4 seed. We've got a match here between Andrew Anderson and Toon Hakim, in which Toon Hakim must strike on this ball. Similar to the last shot, not able to get the strike. Andrew Anderson escapes what could have been disaster, and he now makes the show.
That was not a good shot by Toon.
Nah.
It
Got it
looked
into
like
the
it
lane
was a
quick,
little right
yeah.
and wasn't out of his hand very good,
Nope.
and never really grabbed the lane.
He wanted to make sure he caught it so that it would tip, and it actually made him miss it a little bit
Yeah.
where it didn't tip off the spot.
What a
week.
finale, guys.
Andrew Anderson, our 1 seed last year, and is going to have to run the ladder tomorrow on CW at 4 p.m. local time here in Indianapolis.
That was pretty exciting, boys.
Man,
I'm a little tired now.
there was some drama involved.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun right there, man. Wish every round was like that.
I'm not sure I've ever seen Vernon Peterson without a rum and coke.
All right, let's send it down to Tom Hess with our number 1 seed, Anthony Simonson.
Simo, so much success in this building. Little bit of a roller coaster today. First, fourth to third to first to fourth. What was the key to finally get back to be that number 1 seed?
Obviously got to give a shout out
How about that finish?
to the reps. Schlimmer kind of just pulled me in and said, hey, just be Simo, like bowl, make good shots, control what you can control. So once we got out of that game 4, got into a ball that gave me a little bit better ball reaction, which gave me a little bit of confidence, which, you know, a little bit of confidence goes a long way. So I was able to make some better shots and fortunate to get a couple hits to go my way. But like you said, it was a roller coaster. That's the one thing about this event. It's a long event. It's a grind. I haven't bowled this many games because that's the only, I guess, second cut I made, but only first match play. So getting through that, there's a little bit of adrenaline going towards the end, but we're going to try to get a good night's sleep and be ready to bowl one good game tomorrow and see what happens.
Yeah, are you looking forward to getting back over on 50? You got a lot of really good vibes on that pair, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You said that. I got a little bit of chills. You know, and I do want to send, I am looking forward to it. I want to send a shout out, rest in peace, to a good friend of mine, Big Jim. Jim Elijah passed away a couple days ago. Fun fact, he was the first person to ever fire me from a bowling alley at the age of 5 because I was acting up in school. So he said, if you can't behave in school, you can't put away shoes.
All right, well, we got a little bit of time. Anybody at home you want to thank?
Obviously, Morgan, taking care of my girlfriend, taking care of the dogs, holding the fort down. A lot of supportive messages, even whenever I can't read them. You know, I know there's a lot of people watching it all the time, so they know who they are, and I got the people in my corner that I need.
All right, Simo, you know I'm a big fan. I'm rooting for you. Good luck on the show tomorrow, bud.
Thanks, Tom.
Number 1 seed, Anthony Simonson. Seems like he's in a really good place. You could hear it in that interview there.
And, you know, honestly, he said what he said, but he looks fresh.
Yeah.
Doesn't he?
He does.
Looks good. Now let's see what he does with his fingers. See if he can take care of his hand overnight. But
let's send it back down to Tom Hess, who's got one probably tired but happy Tim Foy.
So, Tim, you had to be on the biggest roller coaster just a couple of games ago, man. The emotions, you could see it in your face. How were you able to fight through to get through there?
I just knew that I still had a chance, so I just had to get over what was happening and focus on the task at hand.
Yeah, thanks, Timmy. We're going to let you go because they're going to get ready to do the interview. Congratulations, bud.
Thank you.
He has 6 PBA Tour titles, including the 2018 USBC Masters. He's a 6-time member of Team USA. This will be his 2nd consecutive U.S. Open show. He was last year's top seed. Our number 5 seed from Holly, Michigan, Andrew Anderson.
Kirk Von Kruger on the in-house announcements, introducing Andrew Anderson as our 5 seed for the United States Open.
7-time PBA regional titleist. He was also the 2024 PBA East Region Player of the Year. He's looking for his first career title, and oh, does he want it to be a major. From Seaford, Delaware, Timothy Foy Jr.
There's Timmy.
what a fighter.
The winner of that first match will advance to face our number 3 seed. 2 PBA Tour titles, including the 2021 United States Open, a 7-time member of Team USA. This is his second consecutive U.S. Open telecast. And of course, he's looking for his second green jacket. From Blacklick, Ohio, Chris Vai. Fans, you know how it works. The winner advances to face our number 2 seed. He was the 2019 PBA Central Region Player of the Year, looking for his first career title. From Parma, Ohio, Patrick Dombrowski. The winner advances. Our number 1 seed need only win 1 game tomorrow to take home that first place prize of $100,000 and be crowned the 2026 United States Open champion. 16 career titles, including 5 majors, among them the 2016 and 2023 USBC Masters. He also captured the 2022 United States Open. This is his 5th consecutive U.S. Open telecast. From fabulous Las Vegas, give it up for Anthony Simonson.
Look at this little thing going on here between Andrew and Anthony.
Some bromance going on right there.
Hey, the film crew's here with the documentary. If it gets picked up for season 2, they've got 2 of the 5 out of the stepladder. They're following around Foy and Simonson here. Tom Hess is going to try to grab another one of our finalists here and talk to him. But photos have to take place. You see Jared Poland down there from Fro Knows Photo. Big YouTube channel, big following, does a lot in the photography industry, and was very instrumental in bringing that documentary series to HBO. He and his team at A24 Productions. See all the ball reps down there getting their photos. You'll see those on social media here just in a few minutes. Of course, you see our crew down there as well. Royal Pen Woodland. Man, a lot of history here in this place.
Been coming here for many years, my friend. And Woodland Bowl never disappoints, ever.
A lot of folks down there here tonight getting those photos, getting everything that they need. And television's got to prep these guys. I mean, it's a quick turnaround for TV. They'll all be doing interviews here tonight. There's Curtis with his light. He's like, it's like Star Wars down there. He's got his lightsaber. We love Curtis, part of our team here. And Caleb Smiley. Folks, if you enjoyed the coverage tonight on YouTube, we invite you to join us and be part of Bowl TV, a subscription service available in the United States Bowling Congress. Covers the PBA Tour, the PWBA Tour, and many other fine events throughout the year. Programming every month, lots of it. Over 10,000 hours archived of footage of bowling tournaments. And we're glad you were with us here tonight on both YouTube and Facebook watching here tonight, as well as our Bowl TV subscribers. There's a service in the poker industry known as Poker Go, and it's one of the big ones, and we are the Poker Go of bowling. So let's go ahead and take it down to our man Tom Hess, who's standing by right there with Andrew Anderson. Tommy?
Andrew, long, grueling day today. Back-to-back U.S. Open shows for you, though. You're going to have to go the opposite way this year. You're going to run the ladder. What's it going to take to get it done?
Yeah, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. That was an absolute dogfight. After game one, I literally just couldn't knock them all over. Super grindy. I got very fortunate in some matches. even the last one. I really like the shot on the 10th. I don't know. We're going to need a lot better tomorrow. We're going to probably drill a ball. The show, thankfully, I have some more experience, obviously, over there, and I know the pair a little better now, so maybe that'll be an advantage with some newcomers on the show, so we'll see if we can use that.
All right, well, you got anybody at home you'd like to say thanks to, and we'll let you get out of here and get ready for that show.
Yeah, I know both my brothers, my mom, and my whole family's watching, and I feel like they sent me some good vibes there at the end. They knew how hard this was to get there. Just 36 hours ago, I was like 200 pins out of the cut, and so now I'm on the show, so what a run.
Congratulations, and like you said, what a run. Good luck on the show tomorrow, bud.
You know, I didn't get a nice prediction, Randy, after I predicted Andrew to make the show from either one of you guys. You took Belmonte, I took Andrew Anderson.
That's a good point.
I didn't get hey, Randy, good call.
Good call, Randy.
Thanks.
All right, well, that's going to do it for down on the lane. So let's bring it into the to the cozy corner with my two cohorts here, and what a pleasure it's been calling this one with you two guys. Man, what a ride!
Yeah, that was a roller coaster, like Jimmy had mentioned earlier, and there was a lot of excitement, a lot of drama that went on pretty much throughout the evening. A lot of juxtaposed with positionings, and it was pretty exciting to watch. There was never really kind of a clear-cut player that really dominated, right? And then all of a sudden, here came that Simonson guy again. And I'll tell you what, youngest to win one major, 2, 3, 4, and 5, the youngest ever. And he's looking for major number 6. And I know that he's going to be the youngest to do that as well.
Yeah, and he's coming off an injury from last year where he looked, in his eyes, a bit pedestrian last year. Didn't have a great season. Started out this year missing both cuts, and we've been waiting for whether or not Simonson's going to return to form. And, Jimmy, we saw that right here before our eyes across 4 different patterns, 3 angles to win, and he's got the most tricks, and it makes a lot of sense he's up top.
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, we talked in practice when I saw him that, he just was relaxed here. He has confidence in his building. Like you say, he's made 4 shows in a row here. He knows the pair over there. They're going to bowl on a pair that they haven't bowled on at all. So they're going to go over there. He's got confidence on those pairs. He's been great. The one other thing I'd like to add real quick is, you know what, U.S. Open is usually a little bit lower scoring. But you know what? We still saw the U.S. Open experience with the Opens in the 9th and the 10th. It was just at a little bit higher scoring pace. Yeah. We still saw all the things happen that normally happen at U.S. Opens.
They were gettable, but not all the time.
Correct.
And so I think what that does for the viewers is it always keeps them engaged, right? Because you never knew what was going to happen next. You didn't know if it was going to be a 270 game, even a 300 game, or a 170 game.
It kept us 3 engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is a post-game show, I guess now. We got to talk about the big deal here. I mean, all the rage online was talking about USBC banning urethane from this event and the Masters. And did we still have an event in which, we had a lot of exciting competition, multiple angles, multiple styles being able to get in there? Is that what we saw here?
I think that by banning the urethane, the old patterns that Nick Hoagland designed played exactly the way he wanted them to. Take this pattern. Jimmy kept talking about the speed bump down lane. It was there. It was so evident, right? You could see it with the players' ball reactions. Now, does that hold up if the players were allowed to use urethane? I don't think so. Because I think they could have beaten up the right side of the lane because everybody had to play out. They scorched the right side, and then I think they could use that friction, and I think the scores would have been a ton higher.
Yeah, they'd have just moved left and throw it to it. I got to give 2 things. I think USBC, the way they built the rules for this event, where they saved the integrity of the patterns by having to be on a range over there for 22 minutes, coming over, getting 1 shot each. Kudos for that. That's the first thing. Secondly, the urethane thing, I don't think I think Nick did such a good job building these 4 patterns that, they were fair for everybody. The left had their flashes of brilliance, and the right had it. But you know what? The patterns held up for a long time. They were 5 or 6 games in these last, the final 24 games and the 8 games before that. They held up a long time, and then they opened up after the guys broke them down like old school bowling. And you know what? Then the scores went up.
One takeaway for me, though, regarding the left-right is we've seen in the past in this building with urethane in play that once pattern 4 comes into play, the lefties drop. And we had 3 make the top 24, and we did not see one make a run, which to me is surprising because the design and intent of this pattern is to play the outside part of the lane. And what do lefties do better than anyone else? Play out.
Yep.
And I don't really quite understand. I'm looking forward to interacting with some folks, some lefties, Hoagland, some other guys, to figure out what happened there.
The crazier thing, think about this. The first round in the 4th qualifying round, Dio Bernard bowled 360 or 80 over. So, and then his ball reaction was nothing similar. Packy had a little window. Eric Jones didn't really have anything the whole time.
Simonson was the one that texted me that said once match play was about to begin that he thought Dio Bernard was a lock to make the show.
Yep.
From what from what he was seeing on the lanes, and it just didn't come to fruition. But hey, hats off to our 5 finalists, and you'll be able to watch them tomorrow on the CW network coming up at 4:00. Closing thoughts before we get out of here. We got to pack up. We got a big event coming up next week in Decatur as well. Jimmy,
I think it was a fantastic event. We saw entry-level balls. We saw high-end balls. We saw a little bit of everything. We saw big curves. We saw straight. We saw a little bit of everything. High scores, low scores. I think the 5 people that made it deserve to make it. Simple as that.
I think tomorrow there's a possibility that we could have a first-time winner. I think that's very possible. You have to go through one of the game's greatest to get there, but I think it's possible. One of the things that really stands out to me is this, what do you call him, Patty Dom Dom?
Yeah.
Patrick Dombrowski, he's scary good. I mean, he is scary good. And you know how non-winners are. They're hungry.
Look, we're getting
he's right here. He's right here. He just came to the desk. He's not afraid. He's got, when I look at him, it's like his mindset is, I have nothing to lose. He could be dangerous tomorrow.
He really
just saying.
Not to be sappy, but this was the best seat in the house. To be able to sit here and call the action with you two brilliant guys and Tom Hess, our roving reporter, the Hall of Famer, and to sit here with Chase Kaufman, I mean, with all those cuts and Brian Kane trying to just get around bowling balls. There's not much room down there. The fans were crazy. Shout out to our crew and shout out to Craig Elliott, who accepted a different role here at the end of the week and was feeding us and piping us in information that helped tell our stories that much better. Also want to thank Caleb Smiley and Curtis Von Kruger, part of our crew, for producing content that interacted during our shows as well as on social media. KVK, Kurt Von Kruger being back as the tournament director is always a great thing as well. And shout out to everyone at the USBC that helps make this event possible. So that's going to do it for us here. We'll see you in Decatur, everybody. So for the crew I just mentioned, my name is Mike Flanagan. It's been my honor bringing you tonight's coverage with these great people. Also want to thank Rick Allen for coming in. Brandon Bonner spent some time in the booth here this week. It means a great deal to us to have those types of people come in to our booth. So for everyone here, so long from Woodland. We're going to hand it off to CW Network for tomorrow's finals. We hope you tune in at 4 o'clock. My name is Mike Flanagan. One more time, have a great night, everybody. You've been watching the U.S. Open right here on Bowl TV, where bowling lives here.